my mic.
It looks like it when you launch the mixer.
I found it.
I think what I came up with was close, but not quite, so I believe in iterating like
Nope, I'm already here. Why are you still navigating?
in the course of a combat, or what we'll call a contiguous part of the adventure, a dungeon, going through a castle, going through.
It's pretty clear, right?
Yeah.
Will be preserved and
Preserved, yep,
Okay.
it carried over.
All right. So be it.
Well, it's blending together.
I am not surprised that I was wrong. Not surprised at all.
Notice there's a lot of glitter on this hill over here.
The snow.
Snow, okay. I see.
It's frosty.
Apparently so effective you didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
It's quite frosty.
Hello, Amanda. Hello. Good to see you. Hey, Patrick. Hey, Fraley. How you feeling, my friend? I know that vaccine was kind of kicking your butt a little bit. Hopefully you're feeling a bit better today.
Yes.
Are we wanting to see thing?
Thanks for being with us today. And yeah, Patrick, how you feeling? We're going to be starting just a couple of minutes late today. We got a huge storm happening here that
Yes.
knocked out power and shut down everything. My PC was all set up and I had to redo everything, but it's all good now. Oh, that's great.
Dang it. Rory's glitter is everywhere.
You have Rory's glitter too?
Well, it was from because he glitter bombed all of the packages he sent out to everybody. It wasn't just the one he sent to you.
I don't. Wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like just Rory. Worst idea in the history of gift sending. We still love you.
He sent me a set
A
of
little bit.
dice that were like, because he asked everybody their favorite color, and he sent us all D6s that were our favorite color. But I had to quarantine them away from the rest of my dice because there was so much glitter over them.
Oh no.
But it apparently has migrated from its quarantine and.
Yeah, you
everywhere.
cannot quarantine that stuff. It's
No.
everywhere. Oh, thank you for the sub, Patrick. I didn't see the alert box go off.
I didn't
What's
hear
going-
it.
Yeah, what's going on here? Let me just test it real quick. Let's do the sub bot. Uh-oh.
Our widget's not wanting to.
Why are my bots not working? What the heck?
Dear widgets, what are you doing?
Well, I don't have time to fuss with that too much before the chat, so,
Twins.
yeah, glitter coffee and lightning surge. That's exactly right.
I'm pretty sure that's how you make Frankenstein's monster.
I know, what a clippable moment, if there ever was one.
What?
The coffee
Oh.
spill.
I
Gosh.
know.
Kayla clipped it too. She like popped in right when it happened and clipped it. How much can one PC take? It is unknown. The limit exists somewhere, but what it is, I think we should not test.
I think we're already testing. I will say, I think fortunately the PC escaped the coffee. It just kind of muddled around its feet. Didn't actually
Yeah.
strike it.
Got just mostly the full floor. Okay.
Good to have all of you in with us. Thank you so much. We're going to kick off in just a couple of minutes here. As I mentioned a moment ago, we're running slightly late. Yes, you know, generators. I need generators here. But I've got like two separate full 220, like I'm at like 440 to the house here because I've got an electric car. And so like there's serious power that goes to this house. And then I've got a thing that It's a breaker that's actually whole home protection to prevent surges, because I had one 2 years ago that fried several pieces of my electronics.
Oh no.
And appliances.
Appliances, electronics, like we got, so much was fried. So that should not happen again.
terrible.
We'll see. I think they have a guarantee on it. Hope so.
Let's see. Share two.
Oh, last thing. Jen, can you help me with that cam there? It's been hit seriously cattywampus. Wow, you kind of nailed that. A little.
If you move, then I nail it.
No. I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to see if I could get it with what you did. I'd have to go close. So move it this way a touch. Boom. That's it.
I cannot type.
Your neighbor just replaced half their copper plumbing after lightning downed a power line that shorted through their foundation.
Yep, I
Wow.
can do that, and
That's
it's
not good.
terrifying.
Foundations are kind of important.
Yeah. You might have a problem without it. Okay, there's that and that.
This is gonna be a good diversion. I told her that my sister's getting married, so I can help her with that. It's taking up a lot of time.
And she's younger, older?
1 year younger.
1 year younger.
And she's like, you know what? Most people my age are getting married. When are you getting married? 22.
Okay,
So
all
I'm like,
right.
okay, well.
That's a bit early.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, you know, I think we have different perceptions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
but-
25,
Mhm.
and she was 20. A little bit of rating of the cradle there, a little bit, not too bad. Oh, hey, that's cool, Josh. Thanks so much. We're having a wet Sunday.
Yes. Everybody break out your diving gear. You're gonna need
All right,
it.
so I think we're all set, and I think I have everything ready. So we're gonna do the sponsors, and we'll have to double up 2 of you because we're missing Alcott today. So you've done a crazy job with Mantic, so I'm gonna let you keep Mantic, and then let's also have you do Troll Lord if you want to research that a bit. You've killed Cozy, so you can keep doing Cozy.
do it.
You like Mike, you can do Mike. Be like Mike. And then I have Frederica.
And Ferox.
And Ferox, yes. Well, and I'm gonna let the Ferox video speak
Yeah.
for itself. So,
Correct me
all right.
if I'm wrong. Troll Lord makes castles. Or no.
Castles and
Castles and
Crusades.
Crusades. That's right. Yep.
That we do in our Friday Night Crusades. on
Yeah,
exactly.
Discord.
Alright, that was the.
And it
the
returns
system
this week.
That I played with Phantom Engine.
Yes. Yes.
Exactly. Rob.
Robert.
That's right. All right, here we go. Let's kick it off. Welcome, friends. Welcome to episode 65. Oh my gosh, 65.
believe
It's
it?
hard to believe. Of the Rise of the Runelords campaign here, our Sunday group. And of course, we call it Rise of the Runelords, which is an adventure path for Pathfinder Paizo. But it is so heavily modified as to be rendered unrecognizable at this point. But we're having a good time with it anyway. And this episode is entitled Heretic or Herald. Or Herald or Heretic, I think I worded it. And we're glad to have you with us tonight. Now you'll note we are missing a player. If you could come just a touch more this way, you'll be better aligned. There you go. We're missing a player today, Alcott rather. Thomas, he had, was it wedding?
It's something in Denver.
Denver,
Yeah,
something in
mountains
Denver,
were calling.
mountains, skiing, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
But we're gonna have a
Was
good
his
time.
sister getting married?
Maybe. I wouldn't be able to tell you.
No.
She's already
I thought he
married.
was going to see.
Because they had a baby.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
And
baby
the-
shower.
Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
He's not
He's
here,
gone.
either way. So we're going to kick this off in just a minute, but we want to talk about our sponsors, and then we're going to go what happened last time. Thanks for being patient. We are starting just a couple of minutes late. Today we have a huge storm happening here in our area, and it knocked out all power, PC, everything, views, cams, all set up, bang, gone, dead. Then had to redo it. Now hopefully it stays good for us for the next 2.5, 3 hours. So we're going to go through our sponsors, and let's start off with you, Evelyn, as you talk about Cozy.
I am going to talk about Cozy Gamer. So, Theron at Cozy Gamer makes beautiful dice. You can go check her out on her Instagram. She's on Twitter. She has a website, and you can see all of her incredible dice. She makes acrylic dice. There's metal dice. There's gemstone dice. If you love the sound of click clack as rolling in nat 20s, then you should definitely check her out because they are beautiful and they make a very satisfying clack sound.
I'm so sorry. I was distracting while you were doing the end. Okay, so great job. Talk about Mike Disney.
I wish I could get it to say our characters first and then do that. Oh man, can you come back to me?
Sure. So let's talk about a company called Mantic, one that I fell in love with many years ago. They make an amazing set of small dungeon, what would you call it, furniture.
Scatter terrain and all that kind of cool
yes,
stuff. Yes,
for Terrain Crate, one of their product lines would very much recommend. It can bring a dungeon to life and immerse you that much more into the game. Not only that, they make games like Kings of War and Vanguard. Would recommend go and give them some love and support. But not only do I have to tell you about Mantic, I'm here to tell you about Trollord Games, another company that makes an amazing product called Castles and Crusades. I got the opportunity, nay, the pleasure of playing in it not too long ago, about 3 weeks, in Rob's one-shot for the charity live stream. It is a great system, harkens back to old school D&D, at least old school to me, and it is a lot of fun and a very simple system. Go and give them a look, and it's free on their website, so go take a download on that.
Pull those PDFs down. They're really, really good, folks. So we've got this almost dialed in. Evelyn, you're closest. If you could just turn the camera slightly this way.
Okay.
It was too zoomed in and too high.
Mike's minis?
Yeah, I got one. A little more. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I got this one right here.
As another thing, every Friday night in our Discord, we run Friday Night Crusades using Castles and Crusades with Robert, Phantom NJ. He runs it, and anybody can join, roll up a character, and play along. There's no commitment required, and it's absolutely free to do. So come join us in our Discord and come play Castles and Crusades with us.
It's a blast too, and it's so much fun. That group really has a good time. They've made some great characters, and it's really, as Evelyn just said, low-key, lighthearted fun. You can pop in anytime on our Discord and have a Friday night game. All right.
Huzzah! You land of Twitch. You've heard of the wonderful world of Disney. Well, welcome to the wonderful world of Mike Disney, that is, where he creates everything very cool. We have minis. He makes all your mini dreams come true by painting them spectacularly. And then the Overgord. Do not forget the mighty pumpkin Overgord. You've seen the ones at Disney? These are better. So, go to The Art of Mike Disney on all your socials. Thank you.
And if you missed he joined us for minting painting conversation along with Chandler Murkov over here. So if you have missed that, it's over on our YouTube. It's still in the VODs right now on Twitch, but if you want to catch it at your leisure, it is over on our YouTube channel.
He's very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, he's a fun guy. And so if our audio's out of sync, that would be odd because it hasn't been out of sync, but I just moved the millisecond offset about 50, so let me know if that's better or worse.
Only John is out of sync, is what it said.
That's not possible unless the camera's lagging. Yeah, because we're all in the same mic mixer, but if my camera's lagging, you know what? I'm seeing
There
the
be a
same
lag.
thing.
Cam.
It's the cam. Crap. All right, so.
Oh, I have a shirt for that.
All right, can you turn the cam off and on
His
again?
camera rolled a one.
Yeah, it did. I don't know what that is. It's yeah, that side.
Ugh, I'm so short. Oops, I bumped it.
Yeah, it's that. It's like the little lever. Oh my
so
goodness,
short.
you are too. No. Wait. Chandler,
there it
which,
is.
you got it. Okay.
Got it.
I'm gonna go by for a second.
Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. I'll be right back.
There.
All
Yeah.
right.
It's hard when you're short.
Sensor cleaning.
Looks slightly like those old martial arts movies that are.
No, I thought I saw that out of the corner of my eye too. So
Might have bonked it.
yes, something happened with that was wonky.
Oh, there it
there we go. That looks much better.
Is it centered?
Close. I mean, like a little bit this way, maybe. No, other way. Oh.
If
Bingo.
you move.
All right, there we go.
No, I'm trying to move to like make it up so he doesn't have to do that.
There we go.
You're like, move it just a tad. Well, you shift your shoulders.
Hey, thank you, everyone. All right, yeah. So the audio was not the problem; it was definitely the
Video,
cam.
yep.
And in fact, now I need to change my offset on my sync back to where it was because I think I got whipped the other way.
Great job, stage crew.
Yeah, we have the most amazing virtual stage crew here. You guys are incredible. All right, so for me, Frederica draws. And I've kind of hinted at this, but it's an announcement I need to make, and it's a sad announcement for us, but it's one that we rejoice in for her. Frederica has done our artwork here for over 2 years. She loves us. She loves Blue Box. She has repeatedly mentioned what this community has done to help her get going, and she is very excited about the growth of her art. She's from Russia, if you didn't know that, and she is amazing. She's going to do 6 more, no, actually I think 7, because I've got a secret image. 6 more illustrations, so she can do all of the Greyhawk Awakening Book 2 characters. She wants to redo the DM Neuromancer, or my DM avatar. That was actually her desire, not mine, because she feels like her skills have advanced so much from what she did when she created that she offered to do that. And then I have a wicked little villain that I want her to do. So those 7 will be done, at which point she will no longer be sponsoring Blue Box or anyone else. She is kicking off a career which has a huge amount of artistic effort that she's going to be pouring into with many of her own projects in the second half of, well, the last quarter really of 2021, and then she is going to be full-time into that in 2022. So it is the best of stories. It is someone who has been a great partner to us and who has seen great success, not because of us, but we have had a small piece of it, and now that success is pushing her on to greater and better things, and so we rejoice in that, and we'll be looking for additional artwork help as we move into 2022, but she'll have us squared away for our GHA Book 2. But thank you, Frederica. And then we have Ferox Fabrications. Darren, not just a great sponsor, a great friend, has helped us with suggestions and ideas, known by many here. And let's just watch his video because it speaks for itself. If you weren't reasonably sentient in the 80s, this may not mean much to you, but for those of us that remember the Blade Master and the VCR and Lady Hawk and all that, this hits hard. Although Darren, coasters, he's got the amazing wet palettes, brush holders, the magnetic mini holders. They're amazing. Now this shield though, he said he's going to send it to me. I don't have it yet, but maybe he's saving it for my birthday next year. Whatever it is, it's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to get it. Yeah, Fraley, we're glad you're feeling better, my friend. You have to rewind the video after playing it. Good questions. All right, so with all of that said, let's go to what happened last time.
All right, so where we started off last time, Kate had just completed knocking out a fellow
Huzzah.
and severing his tongue,
welcome.
actually. Alcott actually retrieved that bit of tongue, and Kate was willing to walk this lovely young woman who we learned
My
his name was
pleasure.
Ginny to her place of business, the Krabby Nethers.
I take such great pride in that. It just came to me in a moment of inspiration, and it's one of my best tavern names ever.
It is definitely a memorable one. So after Irda offered this ruffian a bit of healing, he ran off, being given a not necessarily a warning, but a very strong suggestion that he should change his ways and think about his life path. So then the party continued on to the Krabby Nethers, where we entered the most horrifyingly filthy establishment in all of D&D, I'm fairly certain.
As I said, crappy.
It rivals the sewers of Greyhawk. The party entered. Ginny went to work for her very unseemly and very filthy boss. And the party began searching for information about this golem and the maker of said golems. So Alcott and Cade decided to talk to some very interesting characters about possibly gambling some money. However, the first fellow that Alcott met wanted to do a game with knives, which Alcott was not so interested in. And in fact, the man called him soft, and he agreed quite heartily that he was in fact soft. But that he would rather play with the very tough-looking woman that was with him, who we learned whose nickname, moniker, was Ball Snipper, which. And she would not believe that Cade was a pirate, even though Cade has been, well tested on the mighty seas. But she did not believe it. Through a bit of unscrupulous cheating, Alcott and Cade managed to come out successful in their endeavors against this woman. While this was all going on, Markov had actually used an ability of his to catch a thought out of the mind of a fellow who we learned very quickly had been in trouble for being a peeping Tom. But Alcott put a little pressure on the fact that he knew that he was up to something, and with a 42, which included the natural 20 that he rolled, but with a 42, the intimidation check, this fellow wet himself and started spilling everything he knew. And Markov actually learned a lot of information. Irda was kind of playing bodyguard at that point, just kind of watching out for everybody, and then she actually intercepted in between Cade and Ball Snipper, who was reaching for a blade at losing the game, and she backed down once Irda interceded, actually showing her full Azamar nature at this point. And then, as Jenny had expressed a bit of discomfort in continuing her employment at this establishment, Irda did what Irda does best and flirted with the creepy bartender and managed to rescue Jenny, free her from her work by paying 3 gold coins, and then hiring her to actually keep the house, the manor that the party had somewhat gained through destroying Aldrin Foxglove. After the party took a night of rest and Ginny cleaned the house all night, the party made way the next morning, rested and ready to continue on. The man that Alcott had talked to had showed them the location of this golem maker's lair the night before. They had continued back to the house, but so that they would know where they were going. And he scurried off on his way, hopefully making better life choices as well. So the next morning, Ginny lay to sleep after having cleaned house all night and was left some coin for both paying her and to stock the house with what it might need, and the party continued on to the lair. When they arrived, they proceeded in, and quickly found themselves face to face with a flesh golem who was surprisingly sentient and able to communicate with the party, which was quite unexpected. He took several mighty blows between Markov and Irda, but Cade was the final victor of that fight, and took this flesh golem down.
What can I say?
While Cade
I
was,
do what I do.
While Cade was
Respect,
inspecting, while Cade was inspecting what remained of the golem, Markov and Irda actually noticed something very strange by the door: a sentient mouth and tongue, serpentine-like, that was quite surprisingly very sassy.
Sassy, erudite, somewhat impertinent.
Yes. And he basically told the party to just go, even though they had explained that they were trying to retrieve something that belonged to the Temple of Abadar, and they would not be, in fact, leaving. And so, and that's where we ended our session last time.
So, you do this every single week for both of our streams, and I think that was one of your best. Bravo! Let's give Evelyn a hand. So well done. Fantastic recap of what happened last time. Let's quickly go through player intros, and then we'll do all of your socials and other endeavors at the break. Just go through player intros, class, level, any details you'd like us to know about your PC, and we'll start with you, Markov.
Of course. Hi, I'm Chandler. Also, I play Markov, believe it or not. I'm a human inquisitor, level 10. A man that knows many things. I think that's all the introduction he needs.
You.
Huzzah! You land of landlubbers in the sea of Twitch. Whatever, it works. I am a level 11. I think I'm now up to 11.
You are.
Praise be. 11 swashbuckler. I love women, witches, and golds.
Rum.
Oh yeah. What did I say?
So I guess women are in first place this week because they got two monikers. Yeah.
You nearly forgot rum.
Yeah, I know.
He's been having a lot of problems.
So upset
with
about the heavenly rum that he's forgotten rum.
Yes. I need my taste back, so I'm gonna have to do some good deeds. Not selfishly. That's gonna be hard to do, but we'll try.
Alright everyone, hello, I'm Irda Lienril. I am a level 8 Skald, a level 3 Paladin of Sarenrae. I am Asimar, and I am sort of healer, sort of tank, sort of whatever the party needs at the time, and definitely trying to just keep them all on the straight and narrow as much as possible.
Bravo. All right. So, before we kick off, reminder, Virtual GreyhawkCon signups are now open to join the sessions. I haven't logged in today, but I know we have several that have already signed up for the 2 Blue Box sessions. I'm not sure if there are any spots left for those or not. I would think there probably are. Normally that takes 2 or 3 days to fill up. So go to the Virtual Greyhawk Tabletop Event, or TTE site, and you can sign up for either one of those along with all kinds of other great games. Our own Robert, Phantom NJ, has a session or two, I think 2 sessions he's DMing. I think Kayla has a couple of sessions that she's DMing. So it's gonna be lots of the community gaming that weekend. So sign up on the TTE site for Virtual GreyhawkCon. This week, on Blue Box, of course, we will have Tuesday night. The bolt has never been more wayward.
What a weird Tuesday.
In the midst of this epic sort of BBEG combat, they had the greatest of successes, which was slaying the woman that has plagued them from session 0. Halia fell beneath their blows. But at the same time, there are still foes that live in a portal, which, much to my surprise, Gimbal leapt through. And I did not anticipate that. I was just showing them that Hamlet was in the portal. I did not think he would actually do that, but he did. And so our little gnome disappeared. Then it got weirder. And our giant half ogre Brim picked up poor Rin, who and I misunderstood this because I was multitasking, and I thought at first he was saying he was going to do everything he could to leap through the portal. But then, as he quickly disabused me of my confusion, he made it clear he was doing everything he could not to go through that portal. And there was a combat maneuver, a CMB and a CMD check, and a grapple, and then a strength check. And essentially, I liken it to my 10-year-old daughter, who is, she's big, strong girl, not saying anything, tall, strong girl. You know what I mean? Anyway, so she, but next to me, I could pick her up and I could throw her. Well, that's exactly what Brim was able to do. And he threw, against his will, his companion Rin. Now, he had reasons that he did this, but that's going to be an absolute reckoning on Tuesday night.
Oh, yes, it will be.
I'm not sure that there should be... Josh, who plays Brim, if you receive any anonymous packages in the mail this week, do not open them. I'm telling you, that's not safe. So that'll be Tuesday night. And then Wednesday, we're doing our first ever 3D printing session. So we'll be joined by DM Dingbat, Mike, who's with us today, and also by Fraley, Patrick, who is just fresh off his COVID shot. And Patrick's actually going to bring a 3D printer in the room here that day, along with minis and models. We'll talk techniques. We'll talk different models of 3D printer, all about the art of 3D printing for D&D. It's going to be a blast. So
I'll
don't
be
miss.
making some white chicken chili for Fraley.
Oh.
You guys can smell it through.
It smells really good
the
when she makes
Twitchverse.
it.
And there will be a surprise. Actually, I have two surprises this week. So on Tuesday night, I have a surprise. I've received a package from Setwick, Chris, and I pretty sure I know what it is, so I'll unbox it on Tuesday. It's going to be fun. And then Wednesday, we have a special surprise associated with 3D printing that is going to blow somebody away. And that's all I will say. All right, let's get to the gaming. And thanks for patience again. Storms here today had us behind schedule, but we will resume the game. All right.
And I have Alcott's sheet as well. He sent that to me, so.
Great, great, great. All right, so you stand as you are beneath the Ire Span in the shadow of Magnamar, and you have just dispatched a flesh golem, which, as was described a moment ago, had the surprising power of speech. You now are beneath the city and facing these double doors, which feature that strange, translucent, colorful mouth with serpentine tongue, as also described in our What Happened Last Time, that has challenged you and refused to allow entrance. And that is where we pick up the game tonight. Let me turn this down just a little bit. That's too bright. And by the way, you can see there, if you didn't catch it last time, this gorgeous guy here sitting above the doorway, that is the work of Mike Disney, that mouth with the tongue that sits above it, kind of skeletal. He did that from green stuff, which means from basically nothing. Then the minis here, you have Alcott Devereaux, who is not with us today. You have Markov, Cade, and Irda here.
The very first thing I feel it necessary to do, ever the professional, is retrieve my bolt from the golem.
All right. You move over, and it's a flesh golem, so likely. Yeah, your bolt is fine.
Wonderful. Fantastic. Has anyone tried the door?
I have not tried opening it.
It would be an utter waste of your time. I've already told you the door is locked and you are not welcome here. Please remove your presence from this place. You are absolutely buggering my attention. I have other things to do.
I already like rum.
I could see you were daft, but I did not realize that daft. I have no mortal fleshly lips. I have no real tangible tongue. I am illusory, you knave. What shall I do with rum other than watch it dribble through my lips?
I just thought I'd ask. See what you had to say, because you seem to like to talk a lot.
you can leave now. Really, you absolutely can leave now. This would
I
be the
don't
best
think
time.
so.
Well, you see, we can leave. We do have the ability to, but this thing is we are not going to because, like
Nope.
I said before, your master, he is in possession of something that does not belong to him, and we come to get it back.
Here, here.
Ha, you're quite the petulant one, aren't you? Those pouty lips and those oh so dreamy eyes will get you nowhere here.
Well, let's see what a locked door stands against Alcott's magics.
You know, that's a very good point. I can definitely get through this door very easily.
All right, so for everyone that you may be confused, over here our amazing Evelyn, as she often does, is playing two characters tonight. So she is both Irda and she is Alcott, the mage.
Yes, I can quite
You're
easily.
wasting your time.
You know, for a mouth, you spend an awful lot of time running
Talking?
it.
Jabbering.
Talking
Jabbering.
precisely as I should.
That is his
You
only
are both
function.
knavery and nonsensical while buggering my sense of attention. You really should leave.
You could bugger off if you so were inclined, if we are
Except-
buggering you too much.
Well, but I am precisely attached to this by arcane means and could not move. I have no legs, can you see that? Everything that comes
Irda,
out of your
shut him
mouth
up!
is annoyingly
Please!
daft.
Well, you see, I can't really do anything to shut him up, but I think Alcott has the door situation covered. So
Yes.
let's let Alcott do what he does best.
If I had to guess, this thing's primary function is to either try and dissuade
Bug me?
yes, dissuade those that may try and enter, or to try and buy time for those inside to prepare.
I had assumed he was possibly just an annoyance, if nothing else.
You could slide left for Alcott, but no. In this room, things are too tight. Don't slide left. You'll knock something out of whack.
And so Alcott will do what he does best, and he looks toward the door and he will cast knock to try to unlock the door.
Alcott, you see he concentrates. He utters his magic syllables, moves.
I don't have his fancy list of words.
Somatic. Okay. And you see little motes of yellow light that just dangle down like sparks coming off of a flame. And the door does not budge.
I told you it's a waste of time. Your magics are pitiful. Nothing compared to the power of my most puissant master. You will never get through these doors absent my permission to do so, which you will not receive.
How does one receive your permission exactly? Do we have to answer some sort of riddle? Is there some sort of quandary that you wish? Is there something great that your master could not give you that we could reward you with, that you would allow us passage to this door, sir? I think.
What? A riddle? What do you... I can be benefited by nothing. I am only created by my master. What could you give me that he cannot? But since you have shown yourselves to be so incredibly inane, the lack of intellect is I don't even have a literal brain, and I am outthinking each one of you, and all of you amalgamated together in one sum. You are something akin to fried omelet for mentality. You have literally no brain at all in your head. If I gave you a riddle, you
Your
would know.
words are just like they're piercing my eardrums. Please.
So you should
You
leave.
got-
You should leave then. I'm so annoying. Am I not so annoying? You
His
should
job,
leave.
yes, but we're not gonna leave. But you are. I think that's his job, is to annoy us.
I'm not sure if it's been stated. Has anyone just, like, we've
Tried
tried
to open the
magic,
door?
just tried to open the door?
No one has.
I
tried
will
this.
walk over while this is going on and just try and open the door.
Wait, what are you doing? Stop! Stop! Stop it! Stop it! No, I'll give you a riddle. I'll give you a riddle. I have a riddle for you.
Push it.
You absolute wanker!
You push it open,
Stuff inside.
and the door's open.
I think I've solved the first riddle.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
At least now we know what we're up against convinced. Everything's all talk and very little action.
Yeah, Alcott, I'm sorry you had to waste so much preparation on
No,
an open door.
It's all right. I know Irda has the knock spell as well, so if we ever find ourselves in need, she has let me know previously that she has it.
I feel like any door wouldn't stand a chance against Irda's rage to begin with.
You're probably right there.
All right, bye, mouth.
It's dangerous. You should not pass this.
I tap him with
really-
my sword as I walk through.
Oh, that's like, stop that! Stop that! Stop that!
Tickle, tickle.
You said the door was locked. I'm not sure how much I believe about danger ahead. Bye.
Okay.
I told you that for your own good. It's dangerous in there. I'm warning you.
I don't believe you.
I'm gonna close the door behind me. That way I don't have to hear.
Absolute fools.
All right, so you step into a small room. Looks like it's a good 20 feet wide and perhaps only 15 feet deep. Curved stone walls on either side are illuminated by verdant globes which cast this green hue across the room.
I would like to inspect the room to see
Okay.
if I can find anything that also resembles a trap.
All right.
Just in case.
And so your, give me your perception again, please.
Plus 19.
Plus 19, of course. Nice.
A little bit of wisdom and a lot of ranks.
Exactly. All right. And then, and as a reminder, you do have your advantages. Whatever was left last week, inspirations, we carried that over
Okay.
from our viewers. As we're doing that when we have, I mentioned in combat, which is the same combat or a contiguous part of the adventure, i.e. moving through a haunted house or a dungeon or some other setting, which is all the same. We're going to make sure we carry those over. They don't carry over after that, but I think that's a good compromise to make sure that our viewers don't throw, bits toward the players right at the last, few minutes, and then we kill it, stop the stream, and then your stuff is gone. All right.
Right.
You look around the room. You see the floor is scarred by what look like scratches by something stronger than stone that is shuffled across this floor. You smell a faint alchemical burning in the air.
More pleasant than crabby nethers, though. Do you smell that?
Would I need to make a check, or would it be apparent after she points it out?
Go ahead and let's. No, there'd be no check. There is clearly what you would have expected in here. There is some kind of construction process, of golems that is happening beyond these doors, that is alchemical and arcane in nature.
I would imagine by the scraping on the ground, it could be one of two things: the stones that they're carrying from the shadow,
Right.
Something not
Or-
good.
it could be the presence of a golem made of some metal structure that is scraping the floor.
Again,
Or
something not
stone.
good.
Yes, or stone.
I know we have encountered the golem of stone previously.
But have
With
you
ixes.
encountered a
Good.
golem of metal?
Yes.
I'm going to peer through. I'm going to pull out a journal from my satchel, my Liber Monsterum, and I'm going to try and make a monster lore check on a metal golem to see if I have encountered any evidence of them on my travels.
Go ahead and roll.
All right. That is a 14.
14 on the die, so your total is?
No, 14
total's
total.
14
Yeah,
total.
that was a pretty poor roll.
No, so most commonly that metal golems are made of iron, but there are others made of even stronger metallic substances. But you have little knowledge of them, which was very unfortunate.
Yes, it is. It is unfortunate. I'll be honest. I haven't encountered most of these. I wouldn't consider them aberrant or to be the enemy of most mankind until today.
Well, from what I understand, they have no particular evil nor good. They just do as their master wills. So, And I have seen what one can do under the control of an evil master.
My first mind goes to how would you hurt something as hard as our weapons?
I don't know. The only way to figure it out, I think, is to try.
Well, perhaps I can take a look through the door with discretion.
And Alcott, once Irda noticed the smell and pointed it out to everybody, he would like to see if he can distinguish maybe what the alchemical scent is specifically, rather than just generally an alchemical scent.
Okay. Let's do knowledge. I guess it'd be arcana. There is no knowledge. Alchemical.
Okay, and he has a plus 16 arcana.
Plus 16?
Yeah.
What are you smirking about?
Oh, somebody said, did I use advantage to open the door?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. Alcott feels that he smells burnt sulfur.
So, from what I can tell, the smell is sulfurous in nature. It's very odd.
And that might say that, trying to think, sulfur could be lit on fire if I'm remembering correct. Flammable even.
Yes.
I guess.
Ooh,
If you have any rum, you can make a
I have rum
bomb out of
and
it.
I have lanterns.
It has a very unpleasant smell.
This will be your day, won't it?
Oh dear, Cade with explosives. That doesn't
Yeah.
sound wise at all.
Just don't get in my way. Why am I talking like you? Just don't get in my way, Alcott.
Well,
I will make sure.
I'm gonna try and take a peek through the door. Either if it has a keyhole that's your traditional, big keyhole. Otherwise, try and look underneath or anything for the presence of shadows or anything on the other side. I'll do it stealthily. What rolls would you like me to make?
You don't need to make a roll. As you move up to the door, you see it is so tightly joined to the seams and so well fitted to the floor. You can see slivers of light, dim light, and nothing more. There is no keyhole, there is no latch or handle, and then you hear laughter. I told you, you're wasting your time.
Is it that mouth going off again? Or is it another?
Did we close those
Oh,
doors?
just turn the handle
the
again,
doors.
can't you?
Close
Just
the
turn the
doors.
handle. That'll work, won't it? Look, this is your last warning.
It's echoing from the front chamber now.
Would you like me to shut these? I can shut these. And the Irda will turn around and just close both of the doors.
So
But
Mark,
doesn't lock us in.
Yeah,
you're going to need me. The doors close.
Oh, blessed.
Oh, good riddance.
well, it seems like we're going to need to be prepared to face whatever's on the
What's
other side.
in this room?
2 green globes glowing on either wall. You see, dust from where the floor has been scraped, bits of pebble and stone. The 2 doors look like they're wrought of some sort of strange dark ironwood. Huge bands of metal that bind them. No latch, no keyhole.
No windows and no doors.
No windows and no doors.
So there's nothing in the room.
Nope. Nothing else in the room but these doors.
All right, well, seems like a pretty empty room. There's got to be like a tricky door somewhere.
Pat draws. I'm sorry, I don't like to interrupt too often, but every once in a while, yes, something more annoying than Cade's attempts to understand physics. That is this mouth. That is correct.
Check the walls for something.
Which has already been done by your companion.
Maybe roll low.
But you
bricks.
You search around. You find. It's interesting now as you're looking more closely. You're no expert on architecture, but you do know.
I have a ship. sir.
That is made of wood.
Yeah, this has got nothing to do with shipbuilding.
Stones don't float so well.
You do note as you're looking, the stones, as you look closer, at first it's not easy to see because they still have the divots in between each layer of
But I'm a curious
brick.
fella.
But you, greedy as you are looking through every crevice, and you note the stone is actually formed. There is no mortar. There is nothing between these stones. They are layered and somehow formed to create this look. There is nothing between the joints.
Curious.
Ira,
Yes.
aren't bricks supposed to be piled on one another with substance?
Usually they have something that holds them together, yes.
Well, upon inspection of this room, have you noticed that there's no brick substance?
It could be the nature of some
Maybe
sort
this
of
is-
magical construction, stone shaping. I know spells that allow people to do that. Or have heard of them, at least. Perhaps that is what happened to you.
All right, I try to stick my hand through.
Through the bricks,
I don't know.
bunk. Yeah, you bend your fingers back. It is solid, very solid.
Question for you, John. I want to know. So Markov didn't roll well. I also, the player, don't know much about iron golems at all, and that's when I'm assuming that these may be in and out of character. I'm allowed to make presumptions.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
But try to make the presumptions that you would make as Markov,
Yeah.
not the presumptions
Yeah,
you would
yeah.
make as Chandler.
Yeah. Well, I think, if these are truly made of metal, then perhaps they would be conductive of some kind, and
What?
some type of magic that you have, Alcott, would be able to help with this.
Perhaps. I do believe I still have some spells prepared for this sort of situation.
But that's merely... They're resistant to magic, if I had to guess. I don't like rushing into a situation without knowing it. But considering the time, considering that there's a divine entity wanting us to move forward, I suggest, Irda, you open the door and we continue moving. There's not much more we can do.
Do you want me to do it the fun way or just try
Fun!
the fun way?
I'm always up for fun.
Or should we just try did you try the handle yet?
Well, no, I didn't. I did not try the handle. I just suggest that you move first.
Very well.
There is no handle.
Yeah, there's no handle.
handle?
You will likely have to push.
Alright. So she's gonna go forward and
I wouldn't push with your hand. Let's do it the fun way. Don't
push with her
touch
hand.
me.
Irda steps up toward the large dark wood doors with heavy bands as she places her hands on
I
them
don't trust doors with no handle.
and pushes. They don't budge.
Not going anywhere, so I'm going to have to do the fun way, I think. And so she's gonna
Huzzah.
swing her axe at the door.
All right, Irda. You see, she pulls back this
Oh.
beautiful gleaming axe. You have
She's
seen
gonna be
her
like,
so
"Oh."
often. And as she swings it, it slams in. This again, it looks like wood, but as your axe strikes it, it's a good thing you have a magic axe. It slams the wood. It bounces off like you've hit a solid metal slab. Go ahead and do what you did again. That was well predicted. Exactly. Sparks fly off. Her axe bounces off almost out of her hands.
Well, that is not what I assumed the fun way was. Perhaps we can use the way that we tried on the previous door, and we'll have better luck considering that one was open and this one isn't.
Oh, very well. She's gonna temporarily
gonna-
put her axe on her back just for the time being. She still has her shield in her hand. I have this, and she pulls out a wand of knock, and she's going to hold it out.
One moment.
All
If you
right.
wouldn't mind, I'm just going to change some of the crossbows in my cartridge,
Right?
some of the bolts,
Okay.
to have the third one be the Tempest Wrath Bolt.
All right.
So
for our viewers that don't know, Markov has a repeater crossbow, so he can put multiple bolts into a chamber, and he can fire them off without having to go through the traditional bolt reload process. And yours is a 4 or 6, I forget.
It was 4 or 5. is
Or
one
I
of those.
think 4.
Yeah,
Yeah,
4.
All right, so you see him do this. He's put the bolts inside the bow.
Go
Alright.
ahead.
So Irda will hold out the wand of knock and she will trace a symbol and tap the door to cast knock on it. Cast knock.
She taps the door with the wand. You see the power emanate from it, and just like you saw with Alcott's spell outside, these little motes just drop to the floor, and the door remains stationary. You hear muffled laughter.
Perhaps it is less direct. Perhaps there is a trigger of some sort in this room. These orbs perhaps have something to do with this?
I think that's
Maybe?
the original idea. Keep tapping. I rub the walls.
You rub walls, you caress orbs. Oh, that's not. Yeah, the green orbs that
Oh,
are
I pull on
illuminating
the
the room.
orb.
All right, you yank on it. It is affixed to the wall and quite stable. You notice as you grab it, it's cool to the touch. There's no actual heat coming from this. It is clearly a magical
These are
light
fun
source.
balls. They didn't.
Yep, there we go. Just a matter of time.
There ain't no heat in these balls.
But nothing helps. Nothing moves. Why pick just one? That's right. The fun way and the wrong way.
They're all the wrong way. The door didn't open.
Oh, can I throw the ball?
It's affixed.
Oh, it's
I
a
can't
fix.
get it off.
I mean, you could try swinging at it, breaking it, crushing it, but it's not like just
No,
pulling
I
off.
like light.
We have our own lights, do we not?
Yes.
Yeah, but I don't think breaking is. Oh, what if we broke them at the same time? Ooh.
They could be filled with some type of poisonous
Poison?
gas as well. So just be aware of that. We are an alchemist.
Ooh. Oh. Hold
Yes.
on. I'm
Never
gonna go
trust
out.
alchemists.
Is the talking head? Is it physical or is it just an illusion?
No, it was clearly illusory. You know, it had no substantial form. It
I'm
made
gonna go
reference-
back out those doors and try to grab it. Off.
The mouth and the tongue?
Yes.
Cade turns with a sense of purpose, and Cade, as you grab the doors, they're locked.
Oh crap!
They don't move.
Crap! Crap! Crap!
You're so daft. I knew you're daft. I told you you're
We need
daft.
your wand
But
of
your,
knock.
your daftness knows no bounds. It is the height
Shut
of
up now.
daftiness. You're Mount Daft.
Irda, wand of knock. These doors are locked.
But if you cast it, it might just scatter off.
Try it anyway.
I believe whatever has locked us in here is coming for us now.
Well, we need to open it then.
Or prepare ourselves to be attacked.
That's logical. You might think that, but what's much more fun is to just watch you die emaciated in there. No water, no food. It's
I
easier.
can create food and water for the next forever, dude.
There's a pause.
What?
Well, shut him up. Good job, Irda.
You can do what?
I can create food and water.
You're bluffing.
No.
She is not.
I don't joke about magic. It's a very serious business.
There's a bit of silence, and then you hear a click,
Oh no. Clicks. I don't like clicks.
and
Ah!
these doors open.
Yeah.
Huzzah. Look at that. Thank you, Skullhead.
Your thanks are not wanted.
I go and grab him.
Sorry, Cade leaps through. You see he jumps up. it's like trying to grab a shadow.
I asked you if it was fixed.
It
It's
is
illusory.
fixed on the wall, but illusory. Like I mentioned that even the suggestion of rum would dribble. Like he made it. But so you leap up. Your hand. What are you doing? Stop it! That's annoying.
You're annoying.
All right. Let's then just be so typical, trite. I'll give you a riddle. If I give you a riddle, I'll open the door for you if you can answer it. If you can't,
Alright.
you agree, you get 3 guesses.
Alright.
If you miss all 3, which you will, given your daftness, clearly,
Oh, you think you're smarter than Yurda.
you possess the intellect of a snail. I will give you this riddle, and when you
Oh, that's
fail,
not the first time I've been told that, so you think you're...
do you promise you will leave?
No.
No, we told you we're here.
Then I will not give you the riddle. The deal is this.
Okay, we'll
If
leave.
you succeed in the riddle,
Irda,
you're
we'll leave.
standing right in front of me. I can see you winking.
How can you see anything? You're just a mouse.
I am more than a mouth. You don't see my entire visage.
No,
I have
it's-
eyes. I have a tongue. I have more than just a mouth.
Okay,
I definitely
then I
only see
cross.
the mouth of the
Then I
mouth.
cross my fingers behind my back. I go. Then we'll leave.
You're crossing your fingers.
Drat!
It's the oldest trick ever. It's a very simple proposition.
You know, you could save yourself and us lots of time if you would just let us get the shield that we're here for that needs to be returned to the Church of Abadar.
Bollocks upon your churches. I care nothing for religion.
Oh, bullocks upon your churches.
You take my riddle.
You take my riddle.
Succeed it, I open the door. You fail, you leave. That's the deal. Or you can keep banging your heads and your whatevers on the doors until you pass out. No
Or
matter how
maybe
much
I'll
food
sit
and
here and
water you
talk to
create.
you until I bug you to death and you make me go in those doors and you open them. How about that? You want to hear about me ship and me adventures? Yeah, mouth on a wall? I'll tell you about me cracking. On upon the sea.
Stop
I
it!
killed, oh, but I
Stop
killed
it!
the kraken. Then open the door.
Stop it!
I'm gonna keep singing. Rum, 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 rum. It's the drink
Stop
I love. Rum, rum,
I
rum,
said
rum.
stop it!
Open the door. I drink it till it's gone.
Irda brings the flute out and starts playing it.
I said stop it! Stop it!
I will tell you the story of the kraken, the mighty kraken that I killed with a blow in the throat.
You've never seen a kraken! You're blowhard knave! You've never seen
kraken
one! Stop
storm.
it! Stop it!
One blow.
All right, fine! All right, fine! You hear the door crack open on this side.
You annoyed the enemy into agreement. I was about to agree to the riddle.
Oh, a Cade highlight to be sure. The door creaks open, and you see the mouth it clamps shut. And though it's incorporeal, it yet glowers with a palpable sense of rage.
And
Move quickly or I close it again. I never want to see you again. You're going to die anyway.
Irda just will peek out and say, you know, you should never try to out-annoy Cade. Just think. And then she'll kind of
never.
continue on.
I'm gonna just peer through this door and focus on the future. I want to get away from the singing, this mouth. It's far too silly.
Far too silly. Far too silly.
All right, so the mouth clamps shut. Cade, are you doing anything else, or are you walking out of the room?
Oh, I'm walking with.
All right.
Everyone else.
If I had to guess, I would imagine that the creator of said construct probably has a similar aversion to being annoyed and brought low if they think themselves
Then
so
this is the
self-important.
place for me as I
I-
swig some rum.
I agree. Don't swig all.
I don't.
Yeah.
my
Well,
camera
I would
was
say after
wigging
all-
out for a second. DM cam wigged out.
After all, Wizard's ego is his greatest weakness, usually. I do not suffer from that
Can you,
issue,
can you
of
flip
course.
the power on and off on the cam? It
Why
wigged out.
make a construct capable of being annoyed? I will never understand Golem Smiths.
Perhaps it's not a construct specifically, but the man himself using it to speak through to us.
Irda figured it out. I'm sorry, guys. She knows. He's got to
That's-
turn that on and off real quick. Sorry, viewers, hang with us for a moment.
He sent the short person.
Yeah, I know John is gone. I know. Yeah, it froze. Every once in a while, it's been doing that.
Should be
and
back on
It
now.
wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't doing it before, but I think there's some funky thing going on with it. We'll figure it out.
Alcott, you have a good point.
Thank you. I do that sometimes.
Yuda, you first.
Of course. And she'll get her axe back out, and she has her shield. All right, I'm ready to go.
All right, as you step through the doorway, and give me your marching order, please.
Irda first. Alcott wants to be somewhere in the middle.
Okay. Who's Cade?
Would you like to be heroically in the back to finish them off, or would you like to be up front?
Oh, I'll watch the back.
Okay, I'll be behind Yuda then.
Okay, so
You never know what sneaks
Irda,
up behind
Markov,
you.
Alcott,
Okay.
and then Cade in the last.
All right.
And Irda is going to resume the dancing lights behind Cade, so they're just going to kind of trail behind Cade. Keep his path lit behind him so nothing can sneak up on him.
All right. As you
Hopefully.
step through and you
Hopefully.
leave behind the glowing globes, you see a corridor behind. And this corridor, let me see if I can get a better angle with this cam. This one might work a little better. Doing all kinds of cool camera chicanery here at Blue Box. We are no Nightheart Gaming, that's for sure. They have the most amazing cam setups, but we do make.
Oh, but they're no blue box either.
Oh,
Okay.
supposed to be more humble than that.
Alcott, I believe you still have the divination to find the item.
Yes,
As you
sticks.
step in, you do notice there is you see again these smooth, perfectly formed cobbles that are layered on top of one another. You also hear a droning, almost pulsing sound that emanates through the corridor. There, you can see up ahead, about 10 feet on your left, the corridor turns left, or you can continue ahead, and it goes probably a good 40, just long enough to escape the distance of your light.
remind me really quickly, because Alcott did cast Locate Object while we were still outside, and he knew the direction that it
used those
was in.
sticks.
I think he said it was down and to the left.
Can he use those again? Alcott, use your
yes.
stickies again.
Oh, all right. So let me. And he reaches into his components pouch and he picks out a twig, I believe is what he used. Yes. He will pull out his forked twig and lay it on his palm, and he will cast Locate Object, focusing on the shield.
All right, as he does this, you see the twig turns kind of shivering and points at an angle clearly toward the left here.
It seems to be in the same direction that I found it to be last night.
Wonderful. I'm gonna look on the floors and the walls, trying to trace the scraping from the other room, and on the walls to see if whatever came through here was so big or clumsy that it scraped against as it went.
Yeah, Markov, actually, it is clear to you, nice nat 20 on the die, the scraping
obvious.
comes from this direction, and in fact, you see there are scratches against the walls here. Whatever moved through this corridor was massive, and it went here, this way, but you don't see that it ever went this way.
How high are the ceilings here?
They're about 15 feet tall.
Okay.
As you look up, you see they're very tall ceilings. By the way, on audio, how does the sound? I want to make sure the music's not too loud. It sounds nice and ambient in the room here, but I know sometimes the mix, we're still working on that. But let us know if you're hearing all the players, if you're hearing the ambient music.
Really loud.
Yeah, the music's.
It should sound loud to you. It should not sound too loud to the viewers. Let's give them a second to respond. I mean, it looks good here on my levels.
It was louder than me. Most things
It's
are.
very good. Says sounds great to you. Sounds good. Mobile. Sounds good.
Music is fine, vocal sound.
All right, so let's keep going. All right.
All right.
Thank you, guys, gals.
Wonderful.
So
I
I do believe we should continue to the left, perhaps.
Yes, I will warn you, whatever it was that, I'm going to point to the scraping, that made this is likely down that hallway. Should we go to the left, we will find our escape hampered. It is wide enough, pointing to on the walls, that you will not be able to get around it. So unless, Alcott, you have some kind of teleporting magic, as finicky as that is, I would prepare that should we need to escape with the shield.
I have teleport, and I also have the ability to create a door that we can use to go behind something if we need to.
We may need that. In the meantime, I will, give me just one moment. I will take a knee, and I will do a quick prayer from my crossbow, the one that I had wax sealed on, and I'm going to say, and lo, I jumped, and Iomade gave me wings to meet my enemies, and cast Shield of Faith.
Love that. Well done. All right. And you cast your shield of faith, and you feel Iomede's blessing cover you.
Wonderful.
All right. So should I lead the way? Have we decided?
Unless you wish to hold the back should the creature come for us, then.
Well, Kate should be
yes.
able to let us know if something happens.
Cade's fought krakens.
Oh.
Cade can easily fight this.
Yes.
Huzzah!
He defeated that kraken all on his own. I remember it very well. That's exactly how it happened.
Yep.
And surely,
Oh, guy killed a kraken for sure.
Cade wouldn't leave Alcott vulnerable and would stand heroically to defend him.
I would never leave.
The droning in the hallway continues, just reverberating and echoing. It's odd to you that you could not hear it. Clearly, these doors that you came through did more than just
He still
keep
has
you out.
his mage armor active.
There was an incredible sound dampening effect.
We must continue.
And Irda will lead the way toward the left.
Toward the left, all right? And then Markov following.
And Irda will continue to check for traps as she goes, just in case.
All right, so, Irda,
Yes.
as you move forward,
Yes.
let's see, how would I reconcile this? We have the mage third. I'm gonna have you roll a d20,
All right.
please, and remind me of your intelligence and your intelligence bonus.
My intelligence score is a 10. I have a 0 for the modifier.
Okay.
7.
As you step here into the passageway, you see nothing visible, but suddenly there's a yank and a tug, and I need to know what kind of armor are you wearing?
I have New Orleans breastplate, and I have the chain shirt underneath it, and then just my gambeson and my leather pants and boots and stuff.
All right.
And I have the cloak of Elvenkind.
All right, you see Irda.
Oh no!
Cade, you are not in the area of effect, but Irda, Markov, and Alcott are.
Oh no, Alcott?
Irda, all of a sudden, this droning sound grows even louder. You see she's sucked up to the ceiling by her breastplate, her axe leading ahead of her. Boom! She slams onto the ceiling,
Ouch.
stuck to it, the metal parts of her body pinning her to the ceiling.
Magnet.
What are your armor is leather, correct?
It is. I have one breastplate.
You are wearing a breastplate.
Yes.
Oh no.
Ah, just a breast. That is unfortunate. Yeah, you don't have any metal on your feet. So
I've
what
got a
I'm
rapier
thinking
and a
is,
crossbow.
as this is
Well, the
the
rapier
crossbow
would-
you're holding, the rapier's at your hip, an insubstantial. Obviously, OOC. What you guys are feeling is an intense, powerful magnetic effect, triggered not by something visible, by some sort of magical means, a rune, something that Irda was not able to see. And because you're going to be yanked up by the breastplate,
Am I kind of stuck, like fighting it, maybe, or what do you
no, what I'm thinking is, so if you've got more armor and metal on you, a heavy shield, then you're kind of pulled in a lateral fashion. You're almost going to be pulled in a vertical fashion. So is the breast?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think. Let's. Let's go ahead and roll a d20 for me, Marka.
I want to take him up like that.
Well, no, because it's got shoulders and back, so it's like even. It's even presentation of
your
metal to the
pauldron.
upward. So
Yeah.
if there's nothing below to pull you and even you out, then it's going to.
What roll am I rolling?
So what we're going to do is
Does
we're
he have an
rolling
advantage?
No,
I do.
He does.
yeah, so
have
what you're
advantage.
essentially doing here is a dex check. So you want to roll under your dex. You're going to feel this pulling up. In fact, no, actually, no. I'm gonna make this different. This makes more sense to me with Markov. You're seeing this happen with Irda. She hit the field slightly. It was like ahead of you. You saw what happened. If you were smart enough, quick enough, you're going to realize the danger. You could kick with your feet to try to create your angle to be more safe. So roll against your intelligence. So you need to roll
Okay.
below your intelligence score.
I will use an advantage, and I'm going to try and aim to have my back stuck to the wall. That way I can see and aim.
Okay, so you're going to try to
That's
kick your feet so you spin this way as you're being lifted in the air.
That is good thing I used advantage, but with just intelligence, it's an 11.
Underneath your intelligence.
Yeah, that's
score.
underneath your. So all right, so you manage.
So whatever your score
You
is,
kick
roll
against
under.
this wall just as it happens, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of put you guys, your minis here, on the walls.
Do I
Whoops.
notice this because could I grab Alcott and try to keep him from flight?
Well, hold on. Let's talk about Alcott. Alcott would have no metal armor.
Oh.
He does have his sword
I thought
Sword
you said
and
he
the
was
and a shield.
but is
And the
his
shield is that attached to his back? It's a metal
on his
shield
back.
on his back. Okay. Alcott.
Yeah, it's a heavy steel
Yank.
shield.
Let's do a check to see if
For
if the
Alcott?
straps of the shield
Hold.
Is it a
are strong
strength
enough.
check? What should Alcott?
The shield, the leather straps that he uses to hold on, they snap underneath his
Oh,
weight.
no.
The shield thunk, slams to the ceiling. Alcott drops to the floor. His sword, wrenched out of his hand, also
Well,
goes to the ceiling.
It's on his back as well.
Oh, okay.
'Cause he
Slides
can't-
out.
He can't
Bang,
even.
bang! They both clatter to the top of the ceiling. Cade, you feel nothing. You're standing in the doorway, but you see all of this happen. And now you see Irda, Markov, stuck to the ceiling, this groaning sound, very loud, and you see Alcott staring around, wild-eyed, his sword and shield stuck to the ceiling.
Can Alcott look for whatever triggered this?
Yeah, I mean, your head is free, and
Yeah,
you know, as long as
yeah.
you're not wearing a helmet. If you have a helmet on,
Alcott
you're
doesn't have a helmet on,
Yeah.
so he's gonna look and see if he can find whatever was the source
Dear.
of this. Since he now no longer has any metal on him, he can probably walk through there.
Yeah, and if he has anything else, obviously daggers or small. So Alcott, now you look down the corridor, you see another door at the end of the corridor.
What is this?
And there is a large creature about 10 feet tall, made of stone, that's just standing there
Yeah, stone for a
impassively. But as all this clang, clang, clang happens, you hear a grinding sound
Bless you.
Thank you.
as
I can't do this.
you hear a grinding sound as it scrapes its feet. Whoops, that's not the right one. Sorry. This one, as it scrapes its feet, moving slowly again down the corridor. Alcott sees this. Let's have you for Alcott.
Oh, God.
Yes.
Let's make a
Can I see if I
knowledge
can find
check.
anything that would help
Let's
us?
do knowledge engineering.
Knowledge. Oh goodness. Okay. Knowledge engineering. Okay, he's a +5 on that. So.
Cade looks at his flask. His flask is okay.
So I'm gonna roll this at advantage for him because he had a few. Engineering.
Thank you, Mad Chatters.
That's a 19.
So Alcott has enough knowledge of engineering, and he recognizes the effect of magnetism. He would instinctively know that there is some sort of powerful source of magnetic energy above the 15-foot ceiling. So you guys are 15 feet off the air now, staring down, pinned by your armor.
Can Alcott then cast, I think he has as one of his cantrips, yeah, can he detect magic and see if this is a magical means of magnetism or if it's mechanical?
Sure. All right. So Alcott is concentrating on his detect magic cantrip. Cade, what are you doing?
I have absolutely no idea. Okay. Well, so Alcott doesn't know anything about the magnets, right?
Yet. He's detecting magic right now.
Yeah. And you don't
And
know what he
there
knows
is
any of.
a metal creature coming after us?
No, there's
Stone.
a giant stone creature. In fact, I'll show you what he looks like. He is standing about 10 feet tall, huge joints that look like boulders at his shoulders, and long gray limbs that grate as he moves. And also, while he has no face, no mouth, you start to sense some sort of communication from him, very similar to what you sensed from the flesh golem outside, which is quite shocking. Markov.
Yes, I will choose to just pinned against the wall, kind of.
The ceiling, yep.
Yeah, the ceiling. A little worried. Still a professional that Markov is. He is going to quickly, anybody that were to look would see him going through all of his options, and then realizing the few that he has, he will, as a swift action, put Bane on his weapon, which is what gives him some extra damage, and he will use Touch of the Law on himself, which is the divine domain, and prepare as this creature is continually moving forward, getting ready to defend himself the best he can to buy time for Alcott.
Okay, so let's do this then. So let's think through this. A little bit of, Cade, physics here. So you're slammed on the ceiling. Your legs are actually dangling, which is very uncomfortable. So it's like your back is like this. You're having to hold your neck up because you don't have a metal helm or anything else on your head. It's mainly your breastplate that's holding you. Your crossbow is predominantly wood. Might have a couple of minor, metal, bolts and fastenings and whatnot. But your each of your bolts has a metal tip as well. So, not strong enough to yank it, but strong enough you feel the force. So you're going to make a strength check here, and anything that you're going to do with this will be at a -2, even if you're able to over, because essentially what you're doing is you're trying to hold, and you're uncertain as to what's going to happen with those bolts when they leave, because clearly this attraction, whatever's happening, is going further down the hole.
I'm having to make assumptions about
Exactly.
the basically the curve as the bolt would fly towards the ceiling.
Right.
Compensation for the...
Exactly. Sort of the opposite of sort of anachronism here. Well, you can use an arrow.
Coriolis.
Opposite of firing an arrow up, knowing that time and space and wind is going to pull it down. Here, instinctively, metal is being attracted to the ceiling. You don't know about magnetism the way that Alcott does, but you're not dumb. You can see what's happening here.
Didn't you say he was a metal
No, I
stone?
said for the
Stone.
third time he's
Sorry,
stoned. It's all right. No, it's confusing because we talked about something metal that was moving down the corridor this way. This one is stone.
Golems of all sorts around here.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead and roll your d20. You need to roll under your strength.
Okay, wonderful. Under my strength, I'm going to use the second advantage for the day.
And I have a quick question while he's rolling.
Yes.
So Irna is face toward the ceiling or face down? Which way is she being held?
Yeah,
my
that's a good
shield
question.
is wooden.
So
my shield would not be
your
caught.
shield had no effect.
So my arm
your
is hanging
axe
down.
would have been slammed
So I'm like
to the ceiling if you're
this.
holding on to it. And then let's just say, because you were the first one, you had no opportunity to sort
Right.
of see what was happening. We'll go to 1 to 3, 4 to 6. 1 to 3, you're back first. 4 to 6, you're face first. 1 to 3 would be much better for you. It's a 6.
Oh, no.
Funk! You are
Ouch.
face first, stuck to the ceiling.
But at least, like, I didn't have metal on my head.
Exactly.
So my
Yeah,
face
your
didn't
head was
smash.
not slammed. Like your
So
neck is back.
Now my left arm is literally being pulled down because I have my shield in my arm. So like I'm
Right,
like,
so you got wood in
And
one
my
hand,
legs are hanging
metal
down.
in the other hand.
I did manage with the advantage to roll under. The only time a 1 is desired.
Oh, you have a 1. Okay. All right, so you are able to, with one hand, you pull the crossbow down, put the other hand on it. You are able to resist the force that's pulling it toward the ceiling. And we go to initiative. The DM has a 4. Let's see, the last combat, who rolled the last time?
I literally don't
I think
remember.
I did.
All right, then let's just go ahead and start off with you again.
All
We
right.
did win.
We got with the +1, a 6.
Oh, wait, what's the +1? Oh, your
has
feet.
the-
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, gotcha. All right, you have initiative.
My jade diagon.
Well, they're not gone, but here they are.
Why are they over there, sir?
All right, let's start with
Did Alcott detect any magic?
yes. So that was at the conclusion of the last round. So Alcott definitely senses a magic aura that is creating this effect above the ceiling.
All right.
We are going to need advantages, good people of Twitch.
Do we have a +2 in our? No, I don't know. But yeah.
All right, so we go to Irda first, since you're kind of first in line. You see this stone creature as it pulls forward.
It looks up at you and starts to lift one giant stone arm. What are you doing?
I'm stuck. So yeah, let's see what I can actually do here because I'm stuck.
Pop those wings.
Yeah, and have him like start tearing my wings off. That'd be great. Think most of my stuff.
Kiss the stone, Missy.
Verbal, somatic material.
Yes, gold is non-magnetic. No one has been yanked up by gold. It's all been steel breastplates and axes and shields and swords.
I need to get a gold
So
breastplate.
Yeah, super strong.
fun little experiment here. I don't verbal, somatic. So I would need to be able to move my hands.
Oh.
So Irda, a little worried. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, literally, I can't cast anything because my hands are stuck. So cool. She's just gonna hang until something can happen because she literally cannot do anything right now. Algot, maybe help, please.
All right, let's go to Markov.
Yes. So with fighting the force of the magnetism, I'm gonna try and aim lower, knowing that it will come up.
Right.
For the hope that it'll come and hit it somewhere that I will believe will do more damage. Whether that's true or not, we'll see.
Right.
I'm gonna, as a swift action, use Studied Target, which is a Sanctified Slayer, which gives me a bonus to hit. So, since I used Touch of Law last time, I have 11 plus 13 to hit.
All right. And then you're going to do a -2 on that with the effect that's yanking on you.
So, 11 plus 22 would be the... I don't even make the roll for this one. It just happens because of Touch of Law.
The bolt bounces off the creature. No effect. Does not hit.
At all.
Does not hit. I mean, does not strike. It hits, but glances off.
Would I be able to determine if that was due to a poorly shot bolt, or the fact that a bolt doesn't do much against this type of creature?
So let's. What is your? You have that sort of studying
The monster
Yeah,
lore.
exactly. Let's do
Yeah.
the monster lore, and let's see what you can determine from this.
All right. 16.
Stone to rum. This will allow
Yeah.
Kate to defeat the enemy in record speed. What was the roll?
16.
Total of 16. You're uncertain.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right, let's go to Cade, and then we'll come back to Alcott. Cade, what are you doing? You see all this happening. I don't know if you're smart enough to figure out what's going on or not. So you just know bad things are happening to your friends,
Can you
but you
see?
standing right here in the doorway have not been affected by it.
Okay, well, Alcott would know, so he would probably warn me.
I don't know. Did he?
He was focused on trying to figure out the magical aspect of
Well,
what was
I
going
saw
on.
some. Okay, so I know I have a sword. I'm not that dumb. I know something's happening. So I take a swig of rum. And where's Alcott?
He's standing right here.
Yeah, he's
if you can
just
see
So
him.
he lost his shield right
Yeah.
there,
His
but I
sword-
didn't.
his
lose
sword and
anything?
shield
No, like
got
you
pulled
feel
off.
nothing here. You feel nothing from this effect. You don't feel any pull on you at all.
Oh, so I don't even see this guy yet.
No, but you
No.
can hear it. You hear the coming down the hallway.
Well, and you heard Irda cry out to Alcott to help quickly.
Yeah, right.
So you know something's going on.
Okay, I have an idea. I am going to pour. I have like a lamp. I think I have oil in it. I'm gonna pour oil in that doorway.
And like,
And
That
then-
is such a Cade thing to do.
Yeah.
Like, you just, everybody like, what's going on here? Right, so Cade, you pull out your oil, you start pouring it.
and I back up into this room.
Okay, so you back up into this room, pouring oil here, correct?
Yes.
All right, let me, for our viewing audience's pleasure, so right here, Cade has poured the oil, and now Cade has backed into the room. You can just see the top of Cade's head right there. I'll put in there where it's a little easier to see. All right, that is your round. Alcott.
all right, so Alcott is going to. He senses the magical effect, and he's going to cast Dispel Magic.
All right, he casts Dispel Magic, and Alcott's caster level is...
I mean, he can cast up to this level 6 spells. He's a level 11.
Yeah, he's level 11, so that'd be 11, because he doesn't have any multi-classing, so he's a level 11 caster. As Alcott casts his spell, there is a...
Magicus Finite!
Magicus Finite.
I'm just trying something.
The droning sound suddenly stops. Ah! You both plummet to the ground.
Can I try to-
make a dex check here?
Okay.
It's gonna be a dex
under?
check, and we're gonna call it a, because it's really difficult. You're not a cat. So to land on your feet, we're gonna do this. It's gonna be rolling under your dex, but you have to add 4 to whatever. So it's basically it's
Okay.
a +4, which is
I'm
a
gonna
-4.
roll this at advantage.
And let's go ahead and do the same thing for you, Markov.
Okay. Wonderful. Acrobatics wouldn't help
Under
with
plus
this.
4?
Yes, actually, acrobatics.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. What is give me your acrobatics, your total acrobatics score?
6.
I have a +4 to
You have a +6 and a +4. All right. So I'm going to give you a +2.
Okay.
I'll give you a +1, which means you're only adding 2 to
And
your
I
roll.
add
You're
3.
adding 3.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's so it just whatever the total is
said
That's
under
right.
our dex.
Under your dex. You're trying to roll under your dex. Old school dex check.
Oh, good. I
So-
got a 9 with my 3, so that's
all
under
right.
my
I got a
14.
7.
All right, and your dex is
It's
better
18,
than 7.
yeah.
All right, both of you managed to. You don't like hit exactly on your feet, but kind of partially feet. Your hands out, you clatter to the floor. Irda, you're not fully prone, which
Okay.
is good.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the attacks still happen.
As she lands, can she try to kind of shield, like get her shield in position?
Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your normal AC. I'm just going to give you a -1 on it, not
Okay.
the normal prone.
Which is a
just falling down. As
25.
you see these, as the creature two massive stone hands grab at you, trying to snatch and slam you.
25 is the -1 there.
Gosh, these things to hit is insane. So your total armor class is
25 with
25.
Because I'm not raging right now.
All right, so I'm against anachronisms, everyone knows, but it is so necessary in this circumstance. I just simply must. If you have seen, I forget which of the different Marvel Infinity movies it was, where Hulk grabs Loki, it is very similar here. This stone creature, massive stone thews, snatch Irda by the arms. As soon as she lands, you pull up your shield to no effect. It grabs you by the shoulders, boom, slams you into one wall, boom, slams you into the other wall. You take,
Lovely.
oh my gosh. All right.
Ouch.
That's not too bad. 13 points as you slam into one wall.
Sure, add it all together.
24 points as you slam into the other wall.
37
So total of
total.
37. Boom!
Ow.
Boom! Slams you into both walls, and now we go to initiative.
All right. Markov.
Yes.
Ooh, the DM has a 1.
A 3.
That is
Huzzah!
unfortunate. My initiatives have not been great of late. I don't know what's
Does
wrong.
Alcott have haste rated?
He can cast haste, but it'll have to wait. 'Cause
Yeah, that's fair.
one thing at a time.
Yeah, that is
Haste
true.
never waits. That's like an oxymoron.
Well, in this case, it had to because I had to dispel magic first. All right. So you're the first then.
Yes.
So as soon as this thing has dropped her, I guess, from slamming her against the walls, she's gonna. She'll start playing her raging song. So anybody wants to take that? Inspired Rage is up. And that'll put her at -1, and so now she is raging.
All right. You rage. This massive stone creature towers over you. You hear. You hear a voice, even though there is no movement of a mouth, and it sounds alien, as though you give voice to stone, but it has no idea where this voice has come from. And as your blood is trickling from your mouth, having been slammed up against the walls, it tosses you to the ground. You should leave. There is no way through without the key. You are fools. And again, second sentient golem you've seen, which is not something you have ever seen before. Very strange things happening here.
All right. Well, Ada's gonna attack him. Since her raging song is a swift action, she's going to take all of her attacks against him. I'm going to do. Let's see. All right. That is a 14 on the die plus an 18, so that's a 32.
That's a hit.
And that's for the first one. Second one, I'm going to roll that one at advantage. Throw my dice in the floor.
It's not a good session if you haven't thrown dice on the floor.
Oh, that's terrible. Dirty 20 for the second one.
Okay, so the first blow hits, the second does not. The second one glances
And
off the
then
stone.
for her third attack, she's going to use her Vital Strike and do it at the full advantage. And I'm actually going, or full attack bonus, and I'm going to do this one at advantage as well.
Okay.
That's a 34 to hit.
That's a hit, so you hit twice. One time your
And
axe glances
Vital
off, the other two
Strike
times
is
it
double damage.
takes chunks out of it. I need the damage for each roll.
Okay, so the roll. Okay, so the die for the first one is a 4 plus 7 is 11, and then for the Vital Strike, the die is doubled. So, ooh, that's an 8 on the die. So 16 plus 7, so 23. Yeah.
Okay, all right. You see your first blow barely seems to even chisel a pebble off of the creature. You felt like you hit it stronger than you did. DM description of damage resistance.
Yes.
But your second one does sink, but still you can tell it did not do as much as you would have expected. Let's go now to Cade. Cade, what are you doing as you're pouring the oil into the room? You have a nice trail of oil here into this room.
Well, I was gonna lure the stone golem in there, but
To your horror,
oh no, I don't like horror!
to your utter dismay, you hear.
Well, you're in quite a pickle now, aren't you, daft one? Thought you got one over on me. I warned you were going to die. I'm going to laugh as your blood bleeds through these cobblestones.
And we'll go to break with that.
No.
Blue Box, we'll be right back. We do have a giveaway today. I'll tell you what the giveaway is when we come right back from the break.
No.
And
Tease him with it.
Raging.
when we come back from the break, tease him now? Tease him now? Must I tease him now? What if I haven't decided what my giveaway is and I need the break to figure it out? All right, no, I should have done. No, I will. I'll do it. Okay, so today's giveaway. Oh.
I can decide what the hell this doing.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. Today's giveaway will be
Wait, what?
very cool, and I'm going to tell you after the break. I don't want to rush it and do something that you guys won't like or that I'll regret. So let me make sure I have that. I'll have it for you right after the break. Thank you, all of our viewers, for joining us today, and thank you also for leaving these players to their own demise, because we don't really need you to be giving them any advantages or bits today.
Huzzah.
Just let them see if they can
we
survive
need
on their
advantages.
own.
Don't all
It is
listen to
so
the
much
DM.
fun to watch
Don't
them
listen
scrabble.
to the DM.
It's okay, I already have a backup character prepared for this one too.
I never have a backup character, so give me advantage.
Blue Box will be right back. Where was my stinking transition? Like our widgets and transitions, I think Slob just needs to be restarted, but I'm not going to do that because that'll. And in fact, even if we had a. Yeah, I missed a follow. I missed a couple of follows today. So sorry,
that's not firing. That's
Minnesota
so weird.
Muse and Zup the Goblin. Just my alerts
Yes.
aren't firing. Twitch
Have
is
the
doing
next
one of its
thing
funny
prepared.
things today. But we will be back in just a few minutes, and we'll have a cool giveaway, and we will keep moving forward with Herald or Heretic, episode 65 of Rise of the Runelords.
Yeah, so I didn't realize also that haste gives us a +1 to attack rolls and +1 to our AC and reflex saves as well,
Yeah, that sounds right.
along with the additional attack. I didn't realize it gave the +1 to it as well.
Upgrade to adamantium. Yeah, you got it, Storm. You know what's necessary here.
Yeah. Expensive stuff, and we're all baroque.
Excuse me.
We've been trying to rebuild a fort.
Yeah, all the coin has been going to the fort.
You know, John, if you're heading upstairs, you mind grabbing me some water?
You bet I will. Anyone else want something? I aim to please. Red Bull, coffee, no, just
Thank you.
Yes,
Okay,
thank
right.
you. Gotta be careful with coffee in this room.
Only when you're playing dice games.
Yeah.
Coffee and dice games don't mix.
I'm connecting some dots on these golems. I'll just wait to share it.
Yes.
No table talk. But these guys are tough, that's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
I love these walls. I wonder where you got them from. Is this miniature
That looks like Dwarven Forge to me.
Dwarven Forge? Because I know he's got that, and he's got the miniature something.
The Miniature Building Authority is the
Building
others.
Authority.
But yeah, this stuff looks like Dwarven Forge to me.
I need to grab some of the Miniature Building Authority stuff. I play a lot of the tabletop miniature games, and I need to make a little, like, medieval village. You know, I made one of the worst decisions I have in a long time yesterday. Have you ever heard of the restaurant Party Foul?
Yes, I have heard of it.
I ordered their Poultrygeist level chicken yesterday, thinking that it would just be very hot chicken rather than poisonously hot chicken.
Yeah. Was it poisonously hot chicken?
It was problematic. Half a thing of almond milk was drank to sate the.
What kind of
fires.
peppers is used in it?
I learned afterwards. I didn't do my research ahead of time. It's Carolina Reaper.
Oh.
Yeah. So I got through half the sandwich and said that I can't finish a Carolina Reaper sandwich.
Yeah.
I really wish.
I once tried some Carolina Reaper with like a tiny piece of like a cracker because it was some like hot sauce that used Reaper. It's garlic Reaper hot sauce. And I tried it and my tongue went numb and I was like, nope, can't do that hot. I can do basically up to like habaneros and I'm fine. Just past that I'm like, no, can't do it.
Yeah,
melting on the inside.
Yeah, exactly. And it does not stop at the mouth. It makes your stomach hurt, all sorts of stuff. So maybe just 1 or 2 levels below that next time. His stomach on fire. His stomach on fire. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that, Chris. Hope you're doing well, Chris.
Small selection for sale. Yeah, that reminds me. I need to talk to. We need to talk.
Oh, is Ginny a Red Bull fanatic?
I've seen her have them.
Did Blue Box pass anything on to you last week? Yeah.
My body. You're about as big as my puppy, but you're much fluffier.
Yeah, this
fluffier.
dog is so sweet and is a giant.
I have a retired greyhound, so she's big, but she's skinny, and she's got some hair.
What's her name?
Luna.
Luna.
Her
Did she have a racing
Yeah,
name?
her track name was, let me try to remember now, because it's been a minute. What was it? I'll have to think.
A friend of mine adopted a retired... Top Notch.
That was
I
her
love
track
that.
name.
A friend of mine adopted a retired greyhound earlier this year, and they kept the track name, which was Pickles. So
that's a great name, though.
they're so lanky.
They really are.
They really are. They don't know what to do with their bodies when they're running.
They're dog slinkies.
Yes, they are.
And we have a fence section in our yard so that she can go on her full, like, zoomies.
Can't take...
She's got to get her laps in.
You can take the dog from the race, but you can't take the race from the dog.
Yeah. She fast. She dumb, but she fast.
I believe it.
But, yeah. She sleeps about as much as my cat does.
Oh, since Thomas isn't here, I can ask questions. He's in my Monday campaign that I do for a few people. It's science fiction and Starfinder, so just Pathfinder in space. Yeah. They're about to go to the most populated planet in their system, or whatever. The Good Kingdom is all the analog. I'm thinking of some fun encounters for them to do. Do you have any suggestions in a big urban landscape? Think like Coruscant levels of archaeology and urban sprawl.
Okay, visualizing. And like how high level are they?
They are level 6.
Okay. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of Starfinder.
To give you an example of how goofy I try to make them, one of the encounters was a sentient vending machine that had a crush on a worker at the station, and they had to give a receipt that had a love letter on it.
Oh my gosh.
They had to track down the person.
That sounds amazing.
It was awesome. I printed out the paper and everything, and it was all ASCII characters.
Nice. That's awesome.
I'm trying to think. I think there may be like a vigilante thing going on in the city that they might get caught up in that are like Power Rangers.
Yeah. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do in an urban setting. I mean,
somebody mentioned something about rat people in the park when I asked them about it.
I mean, because you can have various like.
Oh, he was supposed. Somebody was supposed to give me something?
He's supposed to give you something on the subject
He's
part.
going to today.
Okay. Okay,
Apparently
Chris,
Chris
apparently
left.
I don't know. Chris is trying to spoil something. Water.
He asked if you had given Chandler anything.
Oh, come on, Chris.
I don't know about that, Chris, but
Chris,
you
that
gave
was
me
a
intel.
horrible spoiler, my friend. That was coming right after the break, and
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, it is probably Nashville hot chicken. Listen, Bolton's and Prince's is by far the most intolerable of all the hot chickens that I've had to eat.
Well, Biggie Pop wants to
Dude,
win
that was like
a sweatshirt or a t-shirt.
all right, I like it.
Chris said, dude, that was like 3 weeks ago. My bad.
No, Chris, you're good. You're helping me with the intel. This is why Markov knows so much. It's because Chris is leaking him secrets.
All right, here we come back, and thank you everybody for waiting. I know I'll
Cam?
get that. I won't see it. I'm not gonna do the double view, so I'll do it real quick here once we go back.
Cool.
And
I
boom.
mean, I could stand up.
That could be fun.
There we go.
Great.
Hello and welcome back to the second half of our session today. Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. And our characters, our amazing players, are in the midst of combat. But we have a couple things to resolve first before we come back to the combat. One, the giveaways today. So we have two that we're going to do. One, we're going to give away a Blue Box hoodie. You can get the OG hoodie with the blue, or you can get the black hoodie that has the logo that Chandler is wearing here on his shirt. So that'll be your choice. So we'll do that, and fall's right around the corner, so it's going to be nice to have a Blue Box hoodie for fall and winter. And then we're going to give away also this Temple, Tower, and Tomb Lightning Source reprint of an OG TSR module for AD&D. This was for 2nd edition originally. It's for character levels 7 through 9, and it's all their reprints are amazing. It's got all the maps and the illustrations in it. So we're going to give away this tonight, along with a Blue Box hoodie of your choice. Now, one other announcement we have to make. There is a gift that's been given. Someone won recently something on one of our streams. And when they won it, they knew immediately that advertising. They knew immediately that what they had won would not be wielded with the same potency in their hands as it would be wielded in the hands of one Chandler Markov. And so, Chris Carson, Bruel, who won the Mike Disney giveaway of the unpainted Scarn. And so you saw earlier, here's an example of a Mike Disney paint on the Scarn versus the unpainted Scarn.
He makes many dreams come true.
Just the really small ones.
You get your miniature dreams.
Small, tiny dreams.
Those dreams are too big. Let's take it down a notch.
I don't think Mike's going to adopt that as his new slogan. I make really small dreams come true. All right, so Chandler, congratulations.
sweet.
That is from Chris, and we look forward to seeing what magic you make happen with that
That
little
is
mini.
so sweet. I will bring this back in the future, all painted up, and we will see how it turned out. Chris, I think I owe it to you to give you an update down the road.
All right, we look forward to that. And then lastly, don't forget, we've got our show Tuesday night, Greyhawk Awakening. The Wayward Bolt has never been more wayward. They are split across the continent of the Flyness.
Yep.
And in dire straits, to be sure. And then Wednesday night, 3D printing with DM Dingbat. As always, Evelyn, and also with Patrick Fraley17, who is feeling much, much better, more hale than he was before. Now, we resume the combat.
All right.
So, Yirda had gone this round.
And Cade had heard the voice
Yes.
from the other room.
Yeah, but Cade still hasn't made a choice as to
Yeah.
what he's doing. So, Cade, what are you doing?
I don't know. This is a quandary for Cade. Because I was trying to lure him over. Now people are in the way. I could start singing.
You could.
Do what Cade does.
I'm going to try to get the golem thing to come that way.
Okay. How?
I don't know. I must just start singing.
All right. Cade begins singing. Sea shanties and oil on the floor. Arcade solutions thus far. Now, no one can throw shade at Cade because he did get them past the magic mouth, which for fun, just I'll mention this now, was never in a million years how I intended that to happen. But this is something as a DM you must be willing to adjust to when your players do something so fun and so creative. Don't be curmudgeonly and say, no, that's not how it works. It was definitely a fun moment for Cade, so well done.
As Alcott said last week, teamwork makes the dream work.
Exactly. All right, so Cade is singing now. I will not, if you want to give a sample, you can, but I won't put you on the spot for it. Now we go to Alcott.
Alright, so Alcott is going to pull out his licorice root and he's going to take a bite out of it as he does best, and he's going to cast haste on everyone.
Wonderful.
Ooh, haste, very nice. Alcott imbues all of you with additional speed. You feel
And armor class and +1 to hit.
feel this strike you. Suddenly you feel quicker, more powerful, faster.
Faster, better, stronger.
Faster, better, stronger. We will rebuild him. All right. All right. Now let's go to Markov. What are you doing?
Not to waste my shot prematurely, I am going to
Throw away
take
your shot?
cover.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna throw away my shot. I'm gonna take cover behind the wall, seeing how Irda is getting absolutely ragdolled and have no desire to join her. With haste, for the 2 standard actions I get, I will cast True Strike on myself, doing a hearty to pull the bolt into and pull back the drawstring, and I'm going to peer with predatory eyes at the conflict going on between Irda and the Golem, and cast locate weakness
Okay.
to attempt to find where I can maximize damage for my next shot.
Okay. So what's the DC?
Let me check. I do not think
It doesn't get a DC save. Is it a?
it
Is
is
roll for you or?
I will double check, but to my knowledge, all it does is if I do get a crit, which I cast True Strike, there's a
Okay.
chance, I get to re-roll the damage, which is
I
helpful
see.
for getting past
Okay.
resistance.
Gotcha. All right.
So,
Very good. All right.
so I'm just trying to gear up and get ready for next turn to make sure I can get the perfect strike on it.
All right. Everyone is gone.
Oh, if I sing it, will I get a better chance of something happening?
Oh, I'm a DM. I'm always influenced
Okay,
by roleplay.
I'll sing a little song while I'm throwing me oil.
Okay.
Oh, yo ho, yo ho, I wish I was on my ship. With this oil, I hope this golem makes a slip. Yo ho, I wish I was on my ship. With this oil, I hope that golem makes a big fat slip. Please, come here, little golem.
You need to become a bard.
She's been saying that for months.
Yes, literally. Multi-class and a bard. Do it.
I don't know how that works.
I can help you with that.
Your song is met.
Ooh, met with what?
Yeah.
Oh, the skulls are singing with me.
Just when I think you have reached the height of your daftness, you go a bit higher with it. You clearly have not a single bit of wit in your mind. You think you can taunt a creature of stone, without heart, without brain, purely automaton, not nearly as clever as I am. How could this do anything other than make you look silly?
Well, he walks. He clearly can speak like you. So
Speak like me?
I can annoy you.
He does
Maybe
not
you'll follow
speak
me.
anything like me. Do you
Well,
hear
I annoyed you.
Yes, you did. Good luck with that. All right. Initiative.
Well, tell me how to get rid of the golems, sir.
Okay, it's yours.
How do you want to get rid of
7.
7.
Oh, what are
Well,
we?
I can't beat a 7, so a 5 too. That wasn't bad. All right,
All
Irna.
right. Okay, so I'm hasted now.
Yeah, you are toe to toe with
And
this golem.
my
Irna.
AC, by the way, while I'm hasted, is a 26.
A 26 now.
Yes.
And so for our viewers, try not to hit anyone in the eyes with a laser.
how many?
Irda's a bit difficult to see, but she's right here. This golem is, let me move him back just so you can see her maybe a bit. There she is. This is Irda toe to toe with this stone golem.
So this lasts for 11 rounds, by the way, everybody.
Okay.
So let me grab 1 second. Sorry, trying to keep track of things. D12.
Wait, you're sorry? What, for being a mod, running 2 characters simultaneously? No.
I mean, it's what I do, right? Okay, so yeah, she's going to take all of her attacks hasted.
All right, roll to hit.
That's a 33
That's a hit.
to hit. Second one is a 27 to hit.
Ooh, that's a hit.
Third one is that's not gonna hit. That's a 10, 11.
All right, so your first 2 blows.
I have to do my fourth one because I'm hasted.
Sorry to spit on you. Incredible power. Your axe bites into stone. Your 4th attack with your haste. This will be your full base attack bonus.
That's a 33 to hit.
Okay, so 3 times your blade cleaves into the stone creature.
All right.
It makes no sign, no recognition of what's happening to it, but clearly you know you've stricken it badly.
16. 31 points of damage.
Kate starts singing like a 30. Wait, no, I need each roll. I'm sorry.
sorry.
'Cause
Okay,
I have to do the damage reduction.
So hold on. So first one was
That's not good. Your total was 31 for 3 hits?
yeah.
Oh, that's not good. All right, so you're
Sorry, I'm having to work backwards. So the last one was
it's important because like,
8
it's-
on the die. Plus 7 is 13.
All right.
And then the second one was a 4 on the die. Plus 7 for 11, so it was 24.
Okay, all right.
And then the last one was a. I've completely lost track of all
No,
my
that's
die
fine. All
rolls.
right, so I can tell already. So the point is, you strike 3 times. You see bits of stone chipped away, but it feels like you are hammering at a mountain with a spoon.
Yay.
It is just like bits of stone are coming away, but the creature looks barely damaged.
All right.
All right, Alcott, what are you doing? Alcott.
Oh, sorry. Alcott is going to could be interesting. I'm gonna try this. So we have a stone golem, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna cast stone shape on this stone golem. And he's going to try to shape it into something without arms, at least. So, yeah, he's gonna try to just kind of force it into a shape that is no longer humanoid shaped.
All right, so let's look at this. This is interesting. So you can form an existing piece of stone,
Right.
and of course, this creature has immunity to magic, but only things which are subject to spell resistance, which stone shape is not. So you
No
can
spell.
form a piece of stone into any shape that suits your purpose. While it's possible to make crude copper, so shape is possible. So 10 cubic feet plus 1 cubic foot per level. So it'd be 21 cubic feet for you.
This is level 11.
And right, so the saving throw
Is none.
is none, but this is a sentient creature, so that's different than, I am struggling with how to adjudicate this. This is different. Let me think. Not one of the spells that's identified as vulnerability for the creature, but anybody in the chat wants to help me out. I think there should be a saving throw here because it's not just basic stone. It is sentient animated stone. So, Alcott,
Yes.
you reach out.
Yes.
You're touching stone
Yeah,
that
he-
is
he would.
different than you've ever felt before. And I'm going to have you make a check. Do a knowledge, please, for me of. Let's do knowledge arcana.
Well, that's perfect. I have a 16 for Knowledge Arcana. So
Okay.
let me just roll that for you. That would be a 26.
Go with what's fun is always the right answer, Robert. That's what I'm doing. A 26. Okay. As you try to mold the creature, you sense there is a resistance. This is not inert stone. This is sentient, animated stone. However, while your spell fails, you discern two things. One,
Ooh, Lawful Stupid just rated with 31.
Lawful Stupid, thank you so much. Our friends over there at Lawful Stupid across the pond. Jade, good to see you, my friend. We are collaborating with them. We got some fun stuff that's going to be happening in the coming weeks and months. They are basically mirror images of what we do here at Blue Box. Great old school gaming, theater of mind, fun VTT. They are a great group. So thank you for all of those folks who just rated us. And if you are rating us, and I can't believe I missed doing this last week. I went an entire episode without asking this question. Let me kill my music here. This question must be asked. If you're watching right now and you haven't followed, if you're a brand new Lawful Stupid raider and you're not a follower yet of Blue Box, or if you're already a follower and you haven't subbed, or if you're a sub whose sub has expired, we have one question for you here at Blue Box. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow. Oh, we got all the. Oh, and my alerts are working again. It's like magic. I don't know what happened. I did nothing, but all the alerts are working. Thank you, Twitchland. Somebody cast a alert, summoning spell on my channel. Thank you so much. And Dark Sun, Kegel Dark Sun. Ooh. Yes, if you haven't heard me rave about Dark Sun before, this is part of what attracted me to Lawful Stupid in the beginning, aside from the amazing roleplay and great DMing. I'm a Dark Sun fan, and I love the fact that they run Dark Sun on their channel. All right, so secondly, if you're a Blue Box normal viewer, Mad Chatters, if you've not followed Lawful Stupid, please pop on their channel, give them a follow. It's great roleplay, great setups. They, again, are like peas in a pod with what we do here, and we want all of our communities to be shared. That's what we're working on. All right. Sorry for that. Where was I? So,
It's stone-shaped, you said.
stone-shaped. So, the two things you determine from this. One, the stone that this creature is fashioned from is part of the ire span that has fallen. So, and now it clicks with him. What you're seeing here, whatever mad man has created what's happening here, is using chunks of the ire span to craft his creations.
All right.
Secondly, you sense that there is a vulnerability to this creature.
We like vulnerabilities.
You sense it. You sense it innately with your arcane power. And I don't think it's a spell he has, which is unfortunate. But transmute rock to mud would have a strong effect on the creature.
But Okay.
Okay,
So
okay.
Alcott.
would be
Alcott will.
We can do nothing but like he can speak. He can do
I
like
was
right
gonna say,
yeah.
he's gonna say something really quick. He's going to. All right. My spell didn't work, but if anybody can cast transmute rock to mud, it might work and help here. And then that's what he's gonna say.
Okay.
Well, I can't. That's for
But
sure.
somebody else might be able to.
No one is surprised that you can't, Kate. All right, so let's go now to. Let's go to Markov.
Yes. In response to Alcott, I'm going to say, don't be daft, Alcott. You can cast it. You've told me that your sword gives you that ability. And that's all I
What is the
may be
sword on this?
wrong,
Oh.
but
So
maybe.
Arcane Bond allows
Yeah.
him to.
But I'm going to, now that I've readied both the Locate Weakness and True Strike, and trying to move the crossbow minutely not to hit Irida, I will try and I don't know if this is true, just some flavor, seeing the carvings on the stone golem, which I assume is that picture up there, try and disrupt the runic copper or golden inset on it or its runes there, believing that may assist.
So you're trying
Not a
to
called
break
shot.
a circuit, basically,
Yes,
right?
not a called shot, but just trying to add the flavor
Okay.
to.
All right.
where
You
that
level
is.
your crossbow. Roll to hit.
True Strike from last.
So it's automatically a hit.
Yes.
You're rolling for the crit opportunity
Yes,
now.
I'm going to
so-
use one of the advantages that I have left. Thank you to all those that gave them to me. Feel free to give me more if you want. Ooh, I'm glad I used it. 18 plus
That is a crit.
13. Yes.
That is a crit. Let me pull out my crit tables for the first time tonight. These are no mean crit tables. These are
needed that.
These are no pale daffodils of pastel crit tables. These are nasty, dark, brooding, bloody crit tables. Roll percentile dice, please.
Yes. First to that. 53. I rolled 2 of the. 1 second. I got to get the correct dice. Because that's 30-50, which is not a result.
No,
it's not.
that is
That
not.
is not a result.
Are those good die?
52.
A 52. All right. Roll your damage, please.
Of course, and I get to roll the initial one twice and take the higher result.
That's right.
Because of Locate Weakness. So a 1, that's good. And an 8, so I'll take the 8. And then 2d6 extra from Bane. 6 and a 4.
Okay. now
So
what I'm doing.
8 plus 10, 18 plus 4 from all the Sanctified Slayer stuff. So 22.
Total of 22 from
Yes.
one blow.
Yes.
Now, double your base attack roll.
With that, that'll be 30.
30. You, for the first time in this combat, since you have pierced this creature badly, your arrows, or your bolt rather, slams into it. Bits of stone scatter across, pebbles clattering across the walls, opening up a wound, a gaping hole in its shoulder. And let me see here if any of the other crit effects. He's not
somebody-
wielding
So,
anything.
Pat draws
So,
the
as an
save.
example, oh, thank you, Pat Draw. Oh,
Two
whoa.
to Alcott and Smarty Pants.
Oh, thank you so much,
Whoever that might
Alcott.
be.
Oh, that would be me, of course.
And by the way,
You do have smart pants.
for any of our new followers, if you're
maybe
watching, we have
switch
2
it up.
giveaways. And let me kick off the first one. The first one is a Blue Box hoodie. So if you would like one of these hoodies,
Who doesn't want a hoodie?
are you kidding me? It's about to get fall, and we're just right
And
around
they're
the
super
corner.
cozy.
They are cozy.
They are.
Smart copy
You
pants.
can wear a cozy
That's
hoodie while rolling your cozy gamer dice.
I liked it.
All right, so in the chat,
Dang it.
for the hoodie giveaway,
Smart hobby pants.
and
Yeah, I
again,
know, right? It's pretty funny.
there are 2 different hoodie options that you will have. One is the one I'm wearing.
Without the stripe. Sorry, that's OG only for him.
And
And Josh has one.
Josh has
Yeah.
one uniquely. But it'll be this blue with the original. This is when we first started streaming, this Blue Box logo with the box. Or if you prefer the black, gorgeous, show them that, you'll have a hoodie with that beautiful silver dragon Blue
And
Box
if you want it
logo.
sparkly, I do sparkles.
Yes.
And they look great.
So you type !hoodie in the chat, and you'll be eligible for that giveaway. And then secondly, we're going to give away this gorgeous old school temple, tower, and tomb module.
Say that 5 times fast.
Temple, tower, and tomb, temple, tower, tomb, temple, tower, tomb. Nope, I can't do it. All right, here. And it is an old school AD&D 2nd edition module, but easily adapted. Thank you so much for the follow, Lionheart. And it is a reprint from Lightning Source, but these things are gorgeous. It has all the original full color maps in it, dungeon tips and descriptions, and man, why am I giving? I haven't even run this. I should run this before I give it away, but it's too late now. All right, so this guy is going to be given away today. That'll be at the end of our stream here shortly, and we are back to the game. So. You sense this, Alcott cries it out. Thank you, Jay, for joining the Mad Chatters, my friend.
I do get another attack.
Yes, you do.
Correct.
Roll it.
Ooh, I hate
Yes, I will, because I've just taken an attack action.
And there's
so
a
far.
big chunk out of its shoulder.
I will unfortunately have to take the Tempest Wrath arrow out. That way I do not deafen us in here. And it is also resistant to magic, so it wouldn't help in this case. And then shoot with the crank, right, all with haste, crank, and then shoot. And thanks to Pat draws for the advantage, I'm going to use advantage on this
All
one.
right.
Well, that's good. 18 plus 13,
That's a hit.
31.
That's
there
a
we
hit.
go. And I'm going to use nothing else. I'm just going to roll for damage. We have 11, or no, 13 with the Bane and Sanctified Slayer stuff.
All right.
Remember, you have a +1 to your attacks right now.
Yeah, for the haste. The haste adds. What, for
damage?
Not the
No,
damage, just the yeah.
the
So yeah.
attacks,
So just
but
14.
just a reminder.
Your bolt strikes off, takes a little piece off the same arm that you buried that bolt in. You recognize it doesn't do a whole lot of damage, but it does do damage. Irda, have you already gone this round?
I
Alcott's
believe
gone.
I went. Because I went,
Cade's
and then
gone.
Alcott
Everyone's
went.
gone.
What did I do?
You haven't done anything. She's,
I haven't done
Oh, okay,
Kate
all right.
sang
So
last
Kate.
time, and that
That's right,
was-
Kate.
Oh, God, did you say you can turn rock to rum? Is that what I heard?
No, Kate. I never said I could turn rock to rum. I said we could turn rock to mud if someone could cast that spell.
Yet I gotta learn the other spell. All right. I'm still. Oh, blabbering head. Blabbering head.
I know you're not speaking to me. I have uttered only the most erudite of missives on your folly. I am not blathering in any sense of the
What
word.
is the secret to this rock thing?
Oh, the secret to the rock thing? It is to beat it before it beats you to death upon the walls. Good luck with that,
Well, we're
lad.
trying. All right, I continue my little ditty. Oh, I have to sing it. Oh, I wished I was on my ship. I'm pouring this oil so that the stone can take a slip. Oh, I miss my ship. Oh, I miss my ship. I'm just pouring this oil so the rock can take a slip.
Bravo. All right. So now the creature has absolutely no reaction to Cade's song. But as a DM, this is a moment when you know that it's not going to work, but it's still fun to let the player do what they're doing because it's A, good role play, and B, you're getting a laugh out of it. Let them do it. The stone golem reaches out again, massive stone hands to grab hold of Irda, and AC is 27 now, correct?
26 right
26.
He's clobbering.
Oh my gosh, the first one I've had in a while. That's a nat 20 on the die for the DM.
Oh.
And on the confirmation, ooh, that's close, 27 you say? 26, 26. By 1. That is a crit.
Oh, no.
It grabs you by the shoulders. It lifts you off of your feet. It slams you. Let's go ahead and resolve the second attack. Both are hits. It grabs Irda in her holy form, the Azamar, glowing light and power and kindness and divinity. And I roll my percentile dice. We have it, yeah. You know it's a good, difficult stream when your DM has an entire book of critical hit results, not just one page. We don't just do the 2x, 3x thing here at Blue Box. We have deadly crits and deadly fumbles. Now, the nice thing about them is they work both ways, so the players get advantage with them as well. Anyone want to give the DM advantage? I could get 2 sets of percentile dice on this roll.
We've never let us do that before.
I know. I would never allow that. I'm just teasing.
Yeah.
These are too deadly. All right. I'm gonna roll it high up here because these things can be. What is that? That is a. Oh, that's a 0. Oh, that's a 9. Woo! So it's a 9. So close. That could have been a double aught. That's not too bad. All right. So, still. So it does max damage. No, it does ×2 damage. All right, so
We haven't put
that's
it
not
in
good
yet.
though.
Ear just had worse. Ear just fought a dragon.
Boom! It slams you against both of the
I've
walls.
been between 2 stone giants before too.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so that
It's just a normal Sunday for me, you know.
The first one, that's the 7, 14, 9. That's 23 points of damage
All right.
on the first one. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. No, I'm wrong. It's 2d10 times, so 7, 24. It's 33 points on the
okay.
first one, and on the second one, it's 17. Boom! Boom!
So
It slams you, and then
40
just like it did last time. I'm sorry, what's that?
So it's 40 total.
50.
No, it's 34 plus
17.
17. Yeah, so you got 51.
51. Okay.
51. Boom! Boom! Slams you on both walls. And again, as it did last time, it drops you, and you hear the same message in your head. You will not get through the door without key. Leave or die. It's the most alien tones. I don't even do it justice, but it sounds like stone grating across steel in your mind, dissonant and utterly disorienting.
All right.
Initiative.
Okay, Chandler.
Alrighty.
DM has a 4.
Well, you beat us this time.
No,
That's no bueno.
It reaches out again.
Run towards the oil, Irda!
Run
She doesn't
toward
know
you.
where you put oil.
Run! I put oil in the door, Irda! Run toward the oil!
She didn't say she didn't know. Well, I guess she could. Did you say that or?
Well, no, Irda didn't say that.
Yeah, okay.
So she wouldn't know where.
But I said it. I'm yelling it.
No, you wouldn't have done that. That's metagaming.
No, but I did
Okay,
yell
well,
it.
I guess it's reasonable.
I'm
I'll
for
allow
it,
I'll allow
yeah.
I don't think it's going to change what she does anyway, but I'll allow it. All right.
I have a plan.
All right.
A plane.
The creature reaches out, grabs hold of you again.
Yeah,
Two-
I'm singing it, as Pat said. They'd hear me singing it.
Oh,
Everybody.
that's true. You
About-
did.
yeah.
That's right. Yes.
Make the golem.
I
sip
stand
on the
corrected,
oil.
Pat. You are right. Thank you. They heard the singing,
That's
okay?
right.
Uh,
I announced what I was
it
doing.
snatches you up again by the shoulders.
I don't know if Irda heard it though in her rage, so we'll see.
Boom! Boom! 2 more hits. Slams you against the wall. I mean, you look up the base. You know, this is not a base stone golem. It is a modified golem, but you don't know how it's modified. But the base attack rolls are the same. It's plus 22 on each,
Yeah.
so it's very difficult for it to miss.
Especially
All
when I
right.
have a 26. I used to have a much higher AC until I had to make room for wings, and I lost AC to. do
All right.
that.
The first time it slams you against the wall on the left, you take 19 points of damage.
Okay.
Crushing against it, you feel your breastplate denting. 18 points on the second one.
So 37.
37 points total.
Still just-
Slams you against both walls.
Just taking it.
No, you see, like, even from where you're standing, she is bloody now. Her head, her ears, there's blood seeping out. Her arms beginning to look weak and struggling to lift her shield
Run
and sword
to the
and
oil!
axe. And we go, to you, Irda.
And Irda, feeling just this flame of fiery, divine rage building up in herself, she reaches out and she casts a spell. Let me find it. 1 second. What is it? Aha. And she focuses it on this. So she reaches for her spell components. She takes some tallow and brimstone and powdered iron and brings them all together and crushes them between her hands. And as she opens them back up, a flaming sphere emerges and out and encases the stone golem completely, like in taking over its space. And it's a 5-foot diameter sphere, but it's just she's putting it right on top of him, so he's amidst that sphere.
All right. And that spell was?
Flaming sphere.
Flaming sphere. Go ahead and read out the description for me, please.
All right, so a burning globe of fire rolls in whichever direction you point it and burns those it strikes. It moves 30 feet per round, or I can choose not to move it. As part of this movement, it can ascend or jump up to 30 feet to strike a target. If it enters a space with the creature, it stops moving for the round and deals 3d6 points of fire damage to that creature, though a successful reflex save negates that damage. A flaming sphere rolls over barriers less than 4 feet tall. It ignites flammable substances it touches and illuminates the same area as a torch would. And it moves as I direct it, and it can be extinguished by any means that would put out normal fire of its size. It's a spongy yielding consistency, and so it does not cause damage except by its flame. It cannot push aside unwilling creatures or batter down large obstacles, and it winks out if it exceeds the spell's range, which this has a massive range right now.
All right. As you hold up your hands, and you all see this sphere comes from Irda's hands, flame grows, spins around, casting strange illuminations across the wall. A red hue now in the room as the sphere goes down and heads toward the golem. The moment it touches the golem, unfortunately, Flaming Sphere is subject to spell resistance. It dissipates and vanishes instantly.
I said run to the oil!
Now we go to Markov.
Yes. Did we state that reloading was move or standard action?
Reloading, so normally that would be I would allow that for a move action, but in your case you have a repeater which requires multiple bolts. That would be a full action.
Okay, so what I'm going to have to do here is then a full action, put it in there, and very practiced, place all the bolts in, and assisted by the haste afterwards, bring the crossbow up. Normally, I would have just had enough time to fill it.
Right.
And try and levy another
You get one shot off because of the haste.
Yes, yes. With that, I will use another of Pat Draw's trademarked advantages.
Thank you, Pat
Yes,
Draws.
Thank you. To try and do this, maybe will 20. I'm trying to think. Math. 22. I don't think that does it.
22 to hit.
Yes.
It skitters off the stone. Yes.
As a swift action, Irda would have cast Lay on Hands on herself.
Okay.
just so you know.
Yep, she can do that as a swift action, and the healing of Saren Ray covers your body. You feel your wounds, though they're manifold, and you are absolutely pummeled and beaten, but you feel some healing, and the touch of Saren Ray gives you rest. Cade.
Babbling Bonehead! Where is the key?
Oh, now you want to talk to me reasonably, is that right?
Yes.
Why should I be giving you any assistance at this point when you've been such a babbling wonka?
Oh, because I'm that way sometimes. So, let's have a gentlemanly conversation, why don't we, Babbling Bonehead? Where's the key?
Go ahead and roll diplomacy.
Oh, should I do an advantage? I don't know. I really want to win this guy over. Okay.
Win him over. After getting through the door by annoying him to no end, now you're going to win him over?
I don't know. He's annoying too. Maybe we'll become bosom buddies. Okay. Diplomacy. What is my diplomacy? Oh, I was pretty good.
Yeah, you have
I'm not going to use advantage.
Hope you don't roll a 1.
Oh gosh. Oh, we might have to break. No, 20, 20, 20. Ooh, no, that's a 26.
A 26.
The floating skill is British.
What?
No, I got to be really careful because I got raided by the folks across the sea there over at Lawful Stupid. So now I'm super self-conscious about my English accents. They are all Hackney Monty Python. I know that. It's okay. You hear the voice, and this is all. We'll give you 6 seconds. That's all you get in the combat round.
Okay.
So, but I'm being a little bit generous here. You want the key? Oh, I'll tell you where the key is. That's quite simple. And that's the end of your round. Alcott.
Okay, so Alcott's now that his sword and shield have fallen back to the ground earlier, but he's going to reach down and touch the sword, and he's going to use his Hand of the Apprentice, and he's going to send the sword flying from his grasp to strike a foe before instantly returning to you. As a standard action, you can make a single attack using a melee weapon at a range of 30 feet. This attack is treated as a ranged attack with a thrown weapon, except that you add your intelligence modifier on the attack roll instead of your dex modifier. This ability cannot be used to perform a combat maneuver. You can use this ability so many times per day. So that's what he's going to do with his sword.
Very nice. I like it. Roll to hit.
So roll to hit, and
Alcott,
I'm going to do it at advantage.
Devereaux, the little sparrow upon his heraldry holds out the sword of his brother, this blade that is far too big and unwieldy for him. The blade flies from his hand down the hallway here.
So 26 to hit.
That just hits. That's exactly. So now you know the armor class. That just hits the creature. Go ahead and roll damage, please.
All right. So 2d6 plus 1. Come on, Alcott. Let's see if we can do this.
It's a Rise of the Lorns, Loka. No, that's exactly right, Phantom. And that's how everyone should look at any of their accents.
8 points of damage.
8 points. That's total.
Yeah, 8 points total.
It hits and does no damage.
Oh.
And does it does not return to Alcon.
It does immediately return.
All right, so it flies back through the air, and
that's
that
a standard
concludes
action.
everyone, correct?
Yes, now we
Yes.
do initiative.
And
Initiative.
It goes to Cade now.
You
All
got
right,
this.
Cade, you're rolling. And so it's a quick. Oh, hey, Kwang Fu Gas, how good to see you. So, and that's important to remember for all DMs. Look, we all have to do multiple voices. I think last Tuesday night, I counted up. I think I did 15 different voices in one session. And yeah, probably 13 of them sucked. But it doesn't matter. You do your best, and you don't have to think about whether your Spanish accent or your English accent or your Australian accent or your Scottish accent or your Southern American accent. Any of these things, they don't have to be true to what we hear here in 2021. In our actual world, they are just role play accents. So if my English accent sounds horrible to you, which no one said, I like the point that was made in the chat. Thank you, Robert. It's don't worry about it. Just role play DMs, role play players, enjoy the game. You do it to just have fun. And you can always say, no, that's exactly what it sounds like in this game world. No one can tell me otherwise. All right, initiative.
Come on, Cade. Plus 1.
DM has a 4.
Crap.
Plus
Crap,
1.
crap, crap.
Again, it's like with a sense of inevitability here. The creature steps forward. 2 massive stone hands try to clap onto your shoulders. Oh. Oh, the first, it's a 3, 22, 25. It misses.
Yay!
The first one, it misses you the first time. The second time,
That probably hits.
that is a hit.
Yeah.
It
But hey,
picks you up by one arm, whack, slams you against the stone. I'm gonna have you make a saving throw for your breastplate now. It has been hammered against this wall so many times.
All right.
Roll a base D20 for me, please.
All right. It's a 15 on the die.
A 15 on the die. All right. Okay. Your breastplate is now actually so badly damaged, it's crimping into your
Lovely.
right shoulder. So your right arm movement is restricted now. So if you're attacking with that side, it's going to be a -2. If it's a two-handed weapon, it's going to be a -2 on that right arm. You have very little available movement as your breastplate has just been hammered and hammered and hammered against the wall. The damage that you take doesn't affect the protection. In fact, if anything else, it's protecting that arm better now because it's so tightly entombed in the metal. Ooh, ouch. 24 points of damage. Wham! As it slams you against the wall. Oh, Saren Ray sends her love. And you
Oh,
That's
huzzah! Heavenly rum!
That's a fluff heal.
All right, Pat draws. DM inspiration here. I'm going to let you do one of two things with that. If you wish to apply the prayer of Sarenrae to the aid of Irda, you may. If you wish to apply the aid of Sarenrae to Cade's repeated calls for aid for his heavenly rub, I will let you, Pat Draws, choose what happens with that.
I think I'm getting
We'll wait to see what he says.
makes me
And we're
sad.
going to go to, let's start with you this time, Markov.
Yes, I know the mistake I made last time, and the reason I failed to hit is because I put my faith in myself. I need to put my faith in Iomade. So I will cast True Strike with my haste action, and then bring the crossbow and let Iomade guide the bolt to strike this monster down and hopefully short circuit its other arm.
All right. Markov peering around the corner with his crossbow.
So True Strike,
Automatic hit, roll for your
Automatic.
possible crit.
and I'm gonna use another of my advantages because I've been given so many. Markov is a
Thank you.
machine fueled by advantages.
I just want to point out, no one's given the DM an advantage tonight. It's kind of concerning, actually. Thank you for all of our new followers. I'm sure most of you are from our friends at Lawful Stupid. We appreciate it. And
Thank you, Pat Draws.
Markov is a machine fueled by advantages, and he gets a that looks like exactly 26.
I already told you that was the AC. Was that really what you got?
I got a 12 plus 11 plus 2 from my Sanctified Slayer plus 1 from haste.
That's a 26. That is a crit.
So not gassing you on that one.
Huzzah!
That was just very lucky.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, roll your percentile dice, please.
All right,
And I will
percentile
consult
first.
the tables.
Honestly, I gotta thank Alcott for that one. I'll tell Thomas that he helped me.
He will
actually-
appreciate that.
Yeah. 52, so probably likely the same.
Same, hang on, no, wait. Yep, same exact result. So now you're going for the other arm though, right? All right, so double your dice damage.
Okay.
Your bolt strikes the other arm.
Hi, Thomas.
Oh, is he here now?
Oh, hey, Thomas.
You made it?
Yeah.
Thomas, you
Part of adventure.
made that happen with haste. Otherwise, it would have just been a normal hit. All right, so I still have locate weakness up. So 8, and then the second roll, I'm going to take the 8 because that's the higher for locate weakness. And then the Bane damage. That is the exact same as last time in terms of getting
So
to
that is a
22.
30. It was, wait,
If
no,
it's
no.
the same crit, then it would be 30.
Right, right, okay. Man, Alcott, another wham! Your bolt slams in, and you.
Markov.
I'm sorry, Markov. You sense like there was nowhere near the power from the bolt and the bow to do what was done. It is Imade guiding these bolts as it slams in. Chips of rock fly everywhere. The creature shudders, staggers back, clearly now heavily damaged. Roll your second.
All right, my second attack. This one is just up to the die roll. That ain't it. So it doesn't hit. I guess he's 4 plus.
That's a 4 on the die. Okay, you're firing into close quarters. So I need you to roll again to see
If we hit
if you hit Irda. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
You're firing into a close combat.
A 2 on the die.
A 2 on the die?
Yes.
Oh gosh. All right. Irda, who is having a really bad day today.
Takes a bolt in the
Not
back.
for any fault of her own.
I mean, I've taken arrows in the back from one former DMs
Thunk!
and BC.
You feel something slam into your left side. You tried to snake it past her, but just off
How
a
many
bit.
points of damage
And
do I
roll your
take?
damage.
Yeah,
please.
the creature's movement, I guess I wasn't anticipating. Unfortunate 9. No extra
Oh.
D6s
That was
because you are not
weird.
baned or sanctified.
Yeah, right. Thunk! 9 more points
Ouch!
of damage. All right, Cade, what are you doing?
It's,
I'm talking to the skull.
It happens to the best of us.
All right, so
And
you want
we are
skull.
the best of us.
It's true.
The skull says, I'm quite happy to tell you, the
Okay.
key is in the far end of the room, and it happens to be around the neck of a creature which was much more frightening than the one which is currently pummeling your friends to death upon the walls. I warned you repeatedly. You did not listen. This is certain death.
So there's another creature.
Well, not exactly.
What does that mean?
There are 2 more creatures down that hallway. Simply one of them has the key. This is fun. And please, do clean up the oil and the blood if you wish to run from your companions before they perish.
I'll clean
Oh, God.
Okay, Irda, I was on Irda, sorry, because, okay, Alcott, I don't know, let's see what he's gonna do.
While she's figuring that, let's do our giveaway for our hoodie, exclamation point hoodie in the chat. This is the first of 2. Again, you can get either the OG Blue Box hoodie or the current wicked looking dragon silver on black hoodie. He's wearing the shirt, but the hoodie looks the same, just has a hood and long sleeves. And so type that in the chat, exclamation point hoodie. I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds before I roll it. This is gonna be whoever comes up wins. So you'll see it in the chat. We'll save the roll-off at the end for our grand prize giveaway, which is the Temple Tower and Tomb module for character levels 7 through 12, old school AD&D 2nd edition, reprint from Lightning
This is really
Source,
nothing.
full color maps, illustrations. This is a fantastic module. A great way to kill your PCs.
Okay, so Alcott has realized that most of his spells are going to be ineffective here.
Hey, Ian, good to see you. And the winner of the hoodie is Pat66. Oh my gosh, Pat. Now, Pat, if you've been on the luck roll lately, my friend. If you already have a hoodie, which I'm pretty confident you do, you can let us know any other piece of Blue Box swag you would like, which would include the hat, the mouse pad, the mug that I've been sort of product placing here throughout the stream. This mug is really cool,
can't
full
fit
color,
in
emblazoned Blue Box logo mug,
if it's
whichever
USB,
you would
you can
like.
plug it into the USB
Now,
right there.
yes, hey Weirdo, good to see you. All right, so let me set up the second giveaway. And the second giveaway will be exclamation point. Let's do Tomb. T-O-M-B. Exclamation point Tomb in the chat. Get you in the giveaway for this Lightning Source reprint of an old school module. But this can be updated. It doesn't matter if you play 5e. There is one addition this doesn't work with, and that's 4e, because it actually incinerates in the hands of any 4e DM. So you have to be playing
tragic.
1 through 3.5 or 5. You cannot play 4e with this module, but anything else it will work with, easily adapted. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, what's Alcott doing?
He's gonna try Hand of the Apprentice again. He's gonna send the sword forward and try to attack with it.
Hand of the Apprentice.
Gonna roll it at advantage.
All right.
So sword.
Again, the sword has returned. He sends the family sword, heraldry and insignia upon the hilt from his hand.
27 hit.
This time it strikes again. It hammers into the creature. Roll your damage. Let's see if it actually does anything.
Okay, let's roll bigger numbers this time, shall we? Nah, I don't think it does. 6 points of damage.
No, again. It clatters off the creature.
Comes back to
Resilience sphere. is a good choice.
It's resistant.
Oh, it's resistant.
I checked everything that.
It's resistant.
Golems are not fun creatures to fight. They are very, very
I
difficult.
checked all of his spells, and basically all of them have magic resistance.
I poured oil in the hallway. At least get him on the ground.
All right, Irda, you have not gone yet.
I have not
Go ahead.
gone.
Irda, what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm feeling rough. I do not like this. Ira's feeling a little bit desperate. She's, internally she's crying out to Sarenrae, saying, I need your help here.
Did Pat answer? I didn't see the answer.
He gave it to me.
He did?
Yeah.
Oh, Pat, so disappointing.
And
All right.
wow.
Never get me taste of rum.
I feel personally attacked right now,
Sorry,
DM.
I'm sorry.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
I need me heavenly rum. Can't believe I was voted against.
But Ira, knowing that she needs a little bit of help and that she might be able to do something that can help protect people and put them in cover, she's gonna try something creative, and she's going to cast Tiny Hut. It's one standard action, and it's a 20-foot radius, no spell resistance, no saving throw, and so she takes the tiny crystal bead in her hands and rolls it, and it gives them cover. So this thing will come out, cover over them, and they are within the tiny hut.
Oh, Pat, so unkind. Bible thump, disadvantage to the Irda hater. So the DM now has disadvantage.
And so this will cover Markov, Alcott, and Irda within the tiny hut.
Okay.
And we have full cover.
Great.
Okay.
That's
And things can be fired out of here?
That's even better.
Yes. So just
That's
so you know.
what I
All right.
want to hear.
So it's like this is, and by the way, let's do a quick aside here. Tiny hut, named in honor
Liamon's tiny hut.
Liamon's Tiny Hut, Leonard Lakofka. Leonard Lakofka, a great friend of the D&D community, a friend here of Blue Box and Lord Gazumba and all of the folks that are part of our group. He was so many times on Jay's chatting shows and was just a fan right to the end. Leonard Lakofka passed away just a few months ago, and we miss him dearly, and we love celebrating his art, his creativity, his sense of imagination. And so when something like Liamon's Tiny Hut pops up, we just like to give a bit of homage to Leonard Lakofka. May you rest in peace, my friend. All right, Irda, as you cast this, you're centering it on yourself, correct?
Basically, so that I'm at the edge of it, as long as I'm inside of it. But like, she's at the 5 foot within the edge of the sphere, and then the 20 foot to encompass Markov and Alcott as well.
Oh crap, I'm left out.
Okay, so let me just look at this. You crush the crystal bead. It's a full standard action. No hindrance to your verbal, somatic, and material component use. 20-foot radius. There is no spell resistance because you're not actually trying to affect that creature.
Things can be fired out. It counts as cover.
Yeah, I'm reading the description here. Illuminated dimly. You have total concealment. All right. Odd. The hut is wider than the hallway would be here. But Markov, Cade, you don't see this actually, Cade. You're still. But Markov and Alcott, you suddenly see this structure. It pops up in the middle of the hallway. You can't see the sides of it. It goes through the rock wall. The roof of the structure is above the rock, but it does create walls in front and behind, walling off in front of the golem, walling in, well, actually 20 feet. Let me see here. So you made yourself at the front edge of it. Yeah. It covers Markov, Alcott, and Irda. Cade, you see, suddenly there's like, you have no idea what just happened. You see a wooden structure right in front of your face here.
So Irda would make it look like the stonework, because she
Oh,
can
like the
choose
stonework.
what. Yeah, so
Okay.
she would look like the stones all around.
Stone. All of a sudden, you see a wall of stone right here in front of your face, and you don't. Okay, so you can't metagame this, right? You think a wall of stone has just popped up. You have no idea what she just did, and so to you, it is literally now stone here.
I'm all by myself now?
Let me use something different here.
This is terrible.
but inside it is well illuminated and a comfortable 70 degrees.
Well, that's good. The humidity's changed.
Not the right one either. As the stone wall appears right in front of you, blocking your sight, and yes, you are in fact now all alone, away from your party. Little DM improvisation there. That actually worked quite well. Look at that. Yeah, Cade, rock wall in front of you. Now, what that actually will mean to this golem, will Irda survive? Bleeding, now also blessed by Sarenrae. Pat draws. I will resolve that at the beginning of our next session, but that is where we will end tonight. We want to thank all of our viewers, all of our mad chatters. Go ahead.
Can I do one more thing? Because
Sure
I do
you
have
can.
a swift action.
Sure.
I wanted to lay on hands as soon as the HUD was
Okay,
up.
yes you can. Again, you call on Sarenrae.
Full 6. Yeah.
No. As you call upon Sarenrae, that's a perfect place for me to do this. You feel her gentle touch, and you are fully healed.
Woo.
As Sarenrae's divine power channels down inside, and it comes with a whisper. The pirate is annoying me. And that's where we will end tonight. All right, thank you everybody, all of our mad chatters, everything, all the gifts, all the advantages, they are maintained for our next session because the combat is still going. They will carry over per our new sort of, we continue to iterate and tweak to make sure we're doing this the best way possible to keep game balance, but to also reward our players for great role player and for our viewers for all that they try to contribute to help with us. And so that will carry over to next time. Now, we're going to go ahead and do our giveaway here in just a moment, but we have a little something here at Blue Box called Stream MVP. And so, let me see, 1 minute casting time.
No, it's one standard action.
No,
in
it depends on your
Pathfinder.
edition. So I don't know what you're looking at there, Evolving Shadows. That may have been part of older editions, which we use a blend here. I'm an old school 1E. I played basic and expert D&D back in the late 70s. Yes, I'm that old. But in your current, we're playing 3.5 rule set here, or Pathfinder. It's a 1 standard action spell. I've got it up right here. So I'm not disputing whatever you're looking at, because you're probably looking at a different edition. But in 3.5 Pathfinder, it's a 1 standard action spell.
I double checked.
Yeah. Oh, so you did as well, Evolving Shadows. That's awesome. Love having a combination here of old school gamers, people that had played the game when it first came out, and then a lot of new players. We have so many people that had only played 5e. Markov, you played 5e. You played some. You played a few other like role-playing games too.
Yes,
Whatever
yeah,
you played.
World of Darkness,
World of
stuff
Darkness.
like that. 4E back in the day, and then a bunch of non-D&D.
You should really not mention like 4E. Just don't even say it. It's not D&D. I'm teasing. No, but so we love having all the different types of players. Now, here what we do is we have something called Stream MVP. Your stream most valuable player is voted on by you, the chatters in our chat, and you get to choose which of these players you think did the best job tonight with their role play and with their combat, and they get 2,000 experience points if they are Stream MVP. So before we kick off them going around and saying why they should be Stream MVP, they will be rolling for you, and there will be 3 rolls made. So don't celebrate if you see your name pop up in the chat. You have not won the giveaway yet. We're going to roll D20s for all of you that are in the giveaway, and the highest D20 will be the winner of our grand prize giveaway tonight. All right, let's start off tonight with Irda. Why should...
1 second, I'm putting,
she's putting the poll up.
together.
Let me change this. While she's doing that, reminder, if you have not yet, sign up for Virtual Greyhawk Con, October 1st through 3rd. Coming up here in just a little bit. It's going to be a great time of D&D. We have 2 Blue Box streams. We have a Phantom NJ, 2 streams, Time Lord, Lord Gazumba, a lot of amazing content. So check it out. Their VTT or TTE site is up, and you can sign up for any of those. All right, why should Irda be Stream MVP?
Let's see. So Irda should be Stream MVP for aiding Cade in annoying the mouth by playing hot cross buns as badly as she possibly could, and trying to help solve the way through, noticing the scratch marks and the smell before anybody else, and sharing that with everyone and making sure that they're aware of kind of what was going on. Doing her very best to get the door open to get their way through, and then as she does so very well, does everything she can to protect the rest of the party by getting beaten up mostly, but now has protected them with a tiny hut that obscures them from this golem, but allows them to fire out and see exactly where the golem is. So hopefully that will help us significantly.
Well done. And technically, this would be sort of meta voting, but she did play Alcott. And Alcott's not an easy character to play. He's got a very different accent than Irda does. And he's a mage, and not just a mage, an 11th level mage. So like the things that he can do are manifold, and that's a challenge for you to role play two characters of that type. And she did a great job tonight. But technically, you're not voting for Evelyn per se. You're voting for Irda. And Irda, you are going to be rolling for.
Who?
If you haven't yet, type exclamation point tomb in the chat. As Natasha just did. And Natasha, thank you so much for all of your support and following. Like we've seen you on. Greg is the first one up, the real long shot. And he is a sub. Joined us last year and has been with us almost every stream since then. We really appreciate it, Greg. All right,
break
now,
out the best dice.
Why should Markov be stream MVP?
Yes, Markov did a lot of fighting predominantly in the session. He wasn't involved with the skull, wasn't super into the singing. I think a vote for Markov this time is a vote for Iomade, who was really the one guiding him from the heavens and his bolts to deal 2 beautiful crit damages to this golem and almost immobilizing its arms. I'm sure that it's still going to do more damage, but trying to figure out, trace, watch Irda fight, and determine the best way to beat it was to try and cut its circuits to limited effect. So I'll throw that out there. And then also what John said about playing 2 characters is pretty tough for Irda. So.
Yeah. Well, I also loved for your character the save that you made with acrobatics enhancement, so that you did not just get your skull crushed against the ceiling as you were being pulled up, and then being able to pull the crossbow down, level it, and get a shot off while you were being magnetically pulled toward the ceiling. That was pretty well done.
Always trying to.
Markov, you will be rolling for.
Okay.
Obsidian Risk.
Ooh.
Let's go.
Obsidian.
Outstanding. And hopefully you're liking that onesie, my friend. It wasn't for him. It was for his newborn. We didn't send him a onesie. His grandbaby, rather. We sent him the onesie. So you'll be rolled for by Markov. Why should Cade be stream MVP?
Huzzah! Well, you know why Cade should be stream MVP. Because I'm Cade. That's why. Well, as we started this adventure today, trying to get past the babbling bonehead, I out-annoyed the bonehead. So, he opened the doors because I annoyed him so greatly. So there you go. Then we get in, and, well, hallways are scary, and so are scary noises. So when everything started happening to everybody, I stayed back because I did not get sucked to the wall. Then I tried to think of creative ways to help my party without putting myself in too much danger. So I poured oil in the hallway, trying to lure the golem into the hallway, thinking he could fall and get stuck in the hallway, and then we could just pound him to death. But nobody lured him into the hallway, and now I'm by myself. And there you go.
So somebody said it's all about the oil. And then I missed this earlier, but...
Oh, and I sang a lot today.
You did sing a lot. I double-checked because, honestly, I was about to say there is nothing sadder than a Blue Box stream that does not have Pat Draw's art in the fan channel. And, of course, we did have Blue Box fan art in the channel today, and it's this one right here. Cade and Irda, karaoke to annoy an annoyance. And, yes, that was... we talked about it a bit at the break. As a DM... when your players just do something so magnificent, change your story, change your intent. And they absolutely knuckled me under with their will. So they crushed my DM will.
I annoy the annoyer.
Yes, crushing his spirit, one thing at a time.
All right, so put the poll up, and Cade. I'll give 5 more seconds. If you have not yet, put !tomb in the chat. Here, let me show you this so you can see how we do this at Blue Box. It's all, we use this thing here called Nightbot. And let me zoom it in so you could see these are all the people that are in the giveaway. So if you see your name here, it means you're in the giveaway opportunity for us tonight. And the little, I'm not sure what that little guy means there, the little dot. Oh, I can mark you ineligible. I don't know, mark eligible. Oh, I see. What?
If somebody entered, yeah. So.
Oh, they entered in the last one, but not this one. I think is what it is.
Well, no, it's also if like they put something similar in, but it's not the actual keyword. Their name will pop up.
It's the first time I've looked at this so closely. So let me mark all of these people eligible.
They must have put Tom.
Yeah.
Or if somebody wrote the word "tomb"
I never
in their
noticed that
sentence,
before.
it'll still pick it up.
Evelyn remains ineligible.
Well, I don't want to be eligible.
All right, here we go. We're gonna roll it. We're gonna roll it.
For votes.
Exclamation point, John. All right, let's just send Steve something. That was so nice. All right, so.
Singing and annoying is what
My
you get.
more! Congratulations, you are in the giveaway, and now I'm going to do one more for the DM will roll on behalf of Alcott. Alcott cannot win Stream MVP tonight. I'm sorry, Thomas. I know you wanted an explanation, but it is what it is.
I tried my very best for you.
You must be present.
You did a lovely job.
But
Rum for votes.
as the DM, I will be rolling for.
He's sorry.
You can't win again. All right, so let's do it again.
Singing.
Oh, come on. No. Robert, I'm sorry, my brother. I'm going to have to make you ineligible for this one. You have won too often. Oh, by the way, though, I should say, Robert, you mentioned something to me in Discord about the sign-ups for the virtual Greyhawk Con. Are you still okay with that? Are you willing to do what you said to me in the Discord? And look, honestly, if Robert wants this module, I'll send it to him. But I want to make sure we're keeping new people engaged.
He was at the airport, so I'm not even sure if he's still on.
He's here.
Oh, is he? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he just
he's
wrote,
on.
wait, what?
So
Okay.
Robert, per your virtual Greyhawk Con, you're signed up for both. You mentioned something to me in my Discord. Are you still okay with what you suggested in the Discord? Oh, Steve.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So we'll talk about it afterwards. All right, here we go.
All right.
Let's roll the dice. And start us off, Evelyn.
Oh,
you
I
can
forgot
vote for
who I
Stream
had.
MVP. It's up in your chat.
Hold on a second. I forgot who I had. I'm sorry. Long shot. That's right. I am rolling for the real long
Kate
shot.
is in the lead. Oh,
Huzzah!
Irda's coming up, though. Irda's making some progress.
Rum for votes.
On
Greg,
it.
long shot. Here we
Real
go.
long shot.
Singing and annoying. That's what I did today.
That's a 16.
A 16.
A
You know, Pat
16.
Draws, I know you never win. I don't know why. You're in the list. And thank you
Cade
so much
won
for all
with
the bits.
14 votes.
Oh!
Cade is Stream
Thank
MVP.
you, Land Lovers. Thank you, Land Lovers,
Congratulations.
for the votes.
All right, 16 is solid. Let's go to you, Markov. Make your roll.
Wonderful. Let's see if I can beat that. I can with an. Oh, darn. I can re-roll that. That was an 18 when I saw that underneath there. For Obsidian Risk.
All right, Myamorph. Here we go, sir. 18.
18.
So
Okay. Very nice. All right. And
With
now
Jerry Dice.
I'm rolling for Robert and Steve. They're subs, so I'm going to roll for both of them. That is a 12 and a 13.
That
so
did not do it.
Myamorph, congrats.
No,
Oh, you had an 18 as well?
yeah.
Oh, I think you had a 16. Okay, so it's a roll-up
Do
between
they
the
not
two of
get
you
2
then.
dice each because they're subs?
Yeah. Yeah.
You, what about you?
I
You
did
said
too.
you rolled for 2 people.
No, I was rolling for both of them simultaneously because I did the same
gotcha.
giveaway for them. So
Gotcha.
if I had won, I would have sent something to both of them.
Gotcha.
Wait, nothing rolls underneath nothing. All right. 15's my
15.
highest.
15.
I was confused.
Oh, 12.
And you had
Oh, Obsidian Risk.
Obsidian Risk.
Obsidian!
Congratulations, Scott. Outstanding.
See, the
for
bot
you,
just really
buddy.
wanted him to win.
All right, so thank you everyone for joining us today. Stay with us. We're going to do a raid, but don't forget Tuesday night. The wayward bolt, never more wayward, as they are scattered across the Flanness, facing horrible foes at one end of the continent and descending upon Hamlet, which itself is a target on the other end of the continent. It is not a good situation. Then Wednesday night, special 3D printing episode with Patrick, Fraley17, and with Dave, DM Dingbat, or Mike, pardon me, DM Dingbat, will be with us on Wednesday night. It's going to be a fantastic stream. Live 3D printing tips and tricks, all kinds of fun D&D stuff. Virtual Greyhawk Con we'll be talking to you about again this week. With all that said, who should I raid, folks? I see.
Let's see who's on.
I see a few folks I know.
Somebody said Kayla's on.
Is Kayla on? I'm not seeing her on
Has
my.
66.
It only does my top 5 for some reason. Let me search.
Not great RPG. Time Lord's wife is doing some Greyhawk Con prep.
Oh, Greyhawk Con prep. Okay.
AD&D plus 5e stuff is what it
All
says. She's writing.
Yeah, so let's raid. I do like raiding live gaming instead of prep, but we love Kayla and she's doing Greyhawk Con prep, so that's a fun thing to raid. So here we go, raiding into Time Lord's wife, Kayla. And with all of that said, Blue Box thanks you. Thank you to all of our new followers today. Thank you to Lawful Stupid for the raid, and we know we got new followers from that. Thank you to Pat Draws for the fan art and all the gifts and the subs. And thank you to all of the others who gave bits and advantage today. We appreciate it. With all that said, Blue Box signing out. Stay safe out there, everyone. We got 10 seconds into our raid with Kayla. Any final thoughts from the players?
Golems are mean.
Golems are very difficult creatures.
Yeah, they are.
They are immune to so much. They present such unique challenges, and especially like things like slam attack, 2d10 plus 9 plus 22 to hit. This sucker is nasty, and well, Cade, you've been told it's the little brother of what's in here, and you kind of know what's probably in here based on the things that Markov observed on the walls. This is no easy place to be. All right, with all that said, we love you all. Let's raid Kayla. Tell Kayla we said hi as you jump in. Here we go, raiding with 43 into Time Lord's wife.
And it looks like it happened.
It did.